Dear Mother, they say that time changes everything. Time and magic, that is. Sweet Sari had an unfortunate incident with a hair potion she purchased from a friend of Victor's. Sari has been growing out her hair, a sort of physical display of moving on from her life as a member of the Vanguard. I think I may have made her feel a bit self-conscious about it, which is what prompted the purchase of the potion. The potion master must not have completely understood what Sari was asking for, because next thing I knew, I heard a knock on my door and found a very hairy Sari standing before me. She had taken a hair potion, not a hair potion. She looked like she could be Darian's long-lost relative. She found this equal parts hilarious and infuriating. She spent all day off at the spa trying to reverse the effects. Meanwhile, the rest of us made our way to the fairgrounds to find the Damascus Promenade. As we wandered through the colorful tents, I was met with a wave of sweet and salty scents. Corn that had been popped and tossed in butter and fragrant herbs, like rosemary, the smell of caramelized sugar on candied luna berries, the perfumey aroma of fresh figs and nuts drizzled with a woody honey. There were children giggling and shouting as they played on the strawed ground. Pink cheeks darted in and out of passers-by in an attempt to win a riveting game of tag. Others were entertained by a puppet show. I felt a swell of heat on my arm as we walked past a man breathing fire. He brought the end of a flaming baton to his lips and closed his mouth around the inferno. There were several gasps from the audience. He removed the extinguished rod, then opened his mouth as wide as it would go, and a cone of fire erupted from within. The crowd exploded in cheers. Deeper still within the tents we wandered. A large, wrinkled elephant trumpeted a hello. We found a beautiful menagerie of exotic animals. Monkeys, wild cats, crocodiles, camels. I privately spoke with a few of them, and they all appeared to be quite happy and well cared for. Darian was in heaven, as he is quite the rarity around these parts, so he was receiving a lot of attention from children and adults of all kinds. We were blissfully engaged in watching a kangaroo bounce around a small pasture when a somewhat grumpy-looking half-orc clapped Victor on the shoulder, asking him what he was doing here. I really wish I could have been a fly on the wall at Victor's christening. He certainly has a reputation, and it never seems to be a good one. Victor explained that he was looking for Udathi, and the half-orc, Horik, reluctantly led us through the circus to her. Udathi greeted us inside a small emerald tent. She is an elf woman and wore a plain golden robe with a veil covering for her face. Victor immediately bowed before her. Udathi, it seems, is the prime of the Jade Wing. For how rude Horik was to Victor, Udathi was relatively kind. Victor explained that he had been asked to obtain a certain magic item from Udathi on behalf of Lyra. Udathi eyed the letter, asking who the client was. Victor admitted that he didn't know and suspected that they wished to remain anonymous. Udathi looked Victor over for a moment or two. I assume she was present at the christening. I wonder how much Victor has changed since his prideful display of arrogance. To me, he seems quite humble, if not a bit of a troublemaker. Udathi finally asked Victor if he wanted anything else. Victor, who had mostly been in a deep bow for the entirety of the conversation, timidly peered up at the Prime. He looked back at his feet and stated that he is looking for atonement. At this, a wry smile flashed across Udathi's face, but she was immediately stone-faced again when Victor looked to her for her answer. Udathi looked at the letter once more, then said that she could make the magic item requested and would possibly offer Victor acceptance by her wing if Victor could complete 3 tasks. 1. She asked that the Wayward Watch accompany the Jade Wing to Big Town, acting as extra bodyguards. 2. She required a performance from Victor on stage. but he had to trade to get any things needed for their performance. And 3, she asked Victor to bring her a jade tiger, which had been spotted on a small mesa to the southwest, using only a needle as his weapon. We regrouped and decided to first work on Victor's stage performance. He thought it was befitting to perform a rendition of the Weeping Swordsman. Victor was prohibited by Udathi from using gold to obtain supplies, so we began with one of Nico's jelly ooze beans, which I traded Victor in return for a good brushing for Darian. We spent the next several hours trading and bartering to gather up costumes and props for Victor's act. Ezra was in charge of choreographing and directing the stage fighting. Bolt was responsible for the special effects and behind-the-scenes work. I took charge of the props and costumes, and Victor handled everything else. Finally, it was time for the show. A small crowd, including Udathi and Horik, had gathered before the stage. I have to say, Victor's performance was spectacular. Even with the short time he had to prepare, his portrayal of the Weeping Swordsman was beautiful and heartbreaking, everything a good drama needs. Udathi congratulated Victor afterward, complimenting him specifically on his strength of relying on his family for help. I'd be lying if I didn't admit that my heart swelled right up inside of me to be recognized as Victor's family. That evening I checked in with Sere. She was exhausted after a long day of being treated to counter spells and tonics in an attempt to reverse her hair potion. She was still our feisty Sere. Though covered in hair from head to toe, she was confident she'd be feeling more herself at any moment. The next day we found ourselves again at the colorful tents. Bolt had already acquired a cart with a cage atop it. The day before, Udathi had told us we could find the jade tiger at the top of the Cawthorn Mesa, a small barren mesa about 45 minutes from the Ruby Oasis. Our walk to the mesa was enjoyable. The shifting sands were hot and dry, but the company couldn't be beat. Of course, I wished Sere was there the entire time, but she was still working through her hair situation back at the Ruby Oasis. We followed some switchbacks up the front of the mesa. Eventually, we came upon a small farmhouse. Next to it was a fenced area where a small herd of goats were grazing. As we approached the farmhouse, a halfling farmer came out the front door. He was wearing a worn, yet clean tunic, a pair of thick cotton pants, and sturdy work boots covered in mud. He greeted us, and we began to chat about the mesa. He warned that there were several strange things happening up on top. We asked him what kind of strange things he was referring to. He gave us an odd look, then pointed in the pasture at 3 of the strangest-looking goats I've ever seen. The first had a bright coat of fur that was every color of the rainbow. The next had an extra set of legs. The last had a strange, gaping maw that opened sideways. I walked to the goats and tried to speak with them. Most animals are not very intelligent, but we are able to converse to some extent with the help of the trio. When the rainbow-colored goat began to speak, it was complete nonsense. When I asked what had happened to them, they said things like blueberry starfish and tree branch noodle ear. I looked to the farmer for help. He said that the goats had wandered to the top of the mesa to graze and came back different. I asked the multicolored goat to lead us to the top of the mesa, hoping they could show us what had caused the change. We left the farmhouse and continued up the switchbacks. Soon, Bolt nearly tripped on a large rock. However, upon further inspection, we found it to be a remnant of a broken statue. The further up the mesa we climbed, the more statue fragments we found along the trail. It was very strange, and I wondered if we were going to run into an angry artist at the top. In Aneria, anything seems to be possible. Eventually, we came to a cave. We stopped, and Victor sniffed the air, as he often does. He said that he smelled an animal in the cave. We thought, perhaps this could be where the jade tiger was hiding. After some consideration, I asked Darian if he would go into the cave for us. He and I have a magical bond, and with his collar on, he is quite protected. Even if he did die, I would be able to magically summon him back to me. Darian bravely hopped into the cave, his long, floppy ears dragging in the dirt. He was only gone for a moment or two when he nearly flew out of the cave with a terrifying reptilian monster close behind. Ezra shouted at us to be careful and not to look in the creature's eyes. He later explained that this scaly monster is called a basilisk, whose gaze turns its enemies into stone, which perfectly explained the broken statues we found along the trail. Without missing a beat, Ezra shot one of his magic arrows just above the cave, partially collapsing it, then shot several arrows into the basilisk's side. Bolt next ran straight at the monster, their eyes closed. They began wildly swinging their massive fists. A burst of light erupted from their gauntleted hand, blinding the beast. Then they rose up both fists and smashed its head into the ground, killing it. Bolt began to look over the basilisk and remembered that he could distill the monster's stomach acid to create a remedy for petrified creatures. As Bolt removed the acid, Victor extracted its fangs. We continued again up the switchbacks, a bit wary of what other creatures may be waiting to destroy us. We came upon a second cave. Just outside the mouth of this cave was a petrified saber-toothed tiger. We knew this must be the jade tiger Udathi had sent us to capture. We heard the mewing of kittens from within the cave. Bolt entered the cave and found 4 baby tigers. One had fur of gold, one of ruby, one of sapphire, and one of onyx. They all had the most sharp teeth made of diamonds. The cave was filled with bits of green fur. Victor immediately milked the rainbow goat to collect some food for the little darlings. They looked so sad and were clearly very hungry without their mother to care for them. I have no idea how long she had been petrified, but all creatures need their mother. I knelt down next to the sapphire kitten and spoke with her, who confirmed our suspicions about their mother's petrification by the basilisk. Bolt spent some time brewing up the basilisk remedy while Victor, Ezra, and I played with and fed the kittens. Finally, the potion was complete. Bolt carefully poured the liquid over the tiger statue. The gray stone began to crack, and a bright green jade tiger emerged. Rather than attack us, she immediately recognized me as a priestess of the claw. It was immediately clear she was no ordinary animal. Aside from her fantastic fur, she spoke with the intelligence of a humanoid, a very bright one at that. We asked the tiger how she had come to have such beautiful fur. She said that she had taken a drink from a pool at the top of the mesa, and it had changed her. When her kittens were born, they all came out looking just the way they are. It seems these changes she's experienced are permanent. We explained to the tiger that the mesa was no longer a safe place for her to live. Word had gotten out about her, and people would be coming to look for her, to capture her and her kittens to keep them for their own. We suggested that we take her and the kittens back to the Damascus Promenade to speak with Udathi. We were really putting a lot of trust in the Jade Wing suggesting this option, but if we hadn't, there was no way Victor would have completed his task for Udathi, and I truly believed it to be the safest option for the big cats. The tiger agreed to go with us. Before we left the mesa, we followed the rainbow goat to the top to investigate the pool. As we approached the pool, Victor covered his blindfolded eyes. He said that he could clearly see something in the bottom of the pool. Ald steel. I don't know if we're just incredibly lucky, horribly cursed, or if the steel is drawn to us for some reason, but this is the 3rd piece of Ald steel we've encountered. Ceres Craggy is made from Ald. We found a piece of Ald in the sanctum, which Bolt forged into his shield, and now this piece in the pool. Ezra began to take off his armor and clothes. He said he was feeling extra lucky lately and would brave the magic water to retrieve the Ald for us. I didn't really want him to go in there. For all we knew, he could come up speaking gibberish or horribly disfigured. He dove into the water and collected the Ald. When his head popped back up, his hair was golden, and he had a horn protruding from his forehead. It seems the waters gave him the attributes of a unicorn. We all stared at him in disbelief. He looked at his reflection and frowned. He handed me the Ald and said he had a feeling the effects would wear off eventually. Victor, not to be left out, took off his boot and dipped his big toe into the water. I don't know if he was also hoping for a gold hair and a horn, but instead he grew, before our very eyes, an additional 7 inches. I wonder if this is how Ainur feels, with people always towering over her. Victor seemed genuinely pleased with himself. Bolt and I didn't care to take the risk of jumping into the pool. Before we headed back down the mesa, we took turns tasting and smelling the Ald. Halfling, poison, arcane magic, and order. It has been a magical day, Mother, and I have enjoyed every moment of it. Sari will be so mad she missed out. Love, Eve.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 22 of Tales of Aneria. Woo! We're back. We're up to a full team again, and I'm just ready to jump right into it. I don't know about you guys.
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
Cool.
Like
All right.
the pool from last time.
All right, roll for initiative. Let's go.
Yep. Everyone dive right in for a little bit
Natural
more
one.
chaos.
All right.
Actually, so I asked this question off air, I guess, here. Colby, you said that Seredan would have jumped in,
Oh, yeah.
which
100%.
makes me, as our resident Chaos Man, very happy that even if Colby hates it, the character loves it.
No, Sari would have.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing, well, we can get into
Yeah, in fact, I think that's where we're going to start tonight, because everybody else has been, they let you know that they're going off on a small little adventure, nothing serious, they just need to capture a tiger. It's not going to be, there's not going to be any sort of issues or anything like that. It's just going up a hiking trail and everything. I'm sure Seredan's a little bummed out, but let's talk about that. How is Seredan feeling as she goes through her treatment?
Well, you tell me. So, was it a painful process?
No, it's not painful. It's like getting gum in your hair, and it's just incredibly embarrassing as people are trying to
Sure.
like they're literally putting magic tonics in your hair and scrubbing
They're
the
covering
extra
you
fur
in
out.
peanut butter?
And, yeah, covering you in
Sounds
peanut butter.
wonderful.
Magical. They've got a couple alchemy
Must
jars
have
that
an
are just
allergy.
pouring mayonnaise onto you constantly,
Ooh.
kind of thing.
That's what
Yeah.
happens when you get fleas.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sand flies.
upon completion
Yep.
of the treatment,
Yeah, it takes about a day and a half.
No!
um,
Reverse. Used it through.
You looked at the wrong person at that time.
Upon climax of the treatment.
when the treatment was finished,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Dallin and I, we just have
literally
the
looked over.
same horrible sense of humor, I guess. It's not even sense of humor. We have dirty minds.
how do I look? How does Sari look?
You look exactly like you did before you took the tonic.
Okay, so
Hair and all.
so still kind of
Yes.
halfway.
Yes, there is
still
there is no
growing out.
change to it. It didn't grow the rest of the hair out.
You do have two long bunny-shaped ear, but that's just hair. You had to cut those off.
That's not canon. That's Scott's head canon. That doesn't count.
So in that
Bolt has
case,
been imagining
in that case,
the whole time.
she's mostly just annoyed by that fact, not feeling particular. I don't know that embarrassment is something that Sari particularly feels often. You know what I mean? So it's not that she's embarrassed. She's just like that guy told me this, and I wasted all this time.
Yep.
And
But
and now
she
it didn't do
say
anything.
that the bunny stuff was cute.
I don't think I saw that in the.
Eve, no?
Yeah.
Eve.
In the
And canon said that you shot blood out of your nose.
That is
blood.
that is Preston canon. That's not actually. There's 3
Full
or
on
4
anime.
different canons going on at the same
Sorry,
time.
in that
Hey,
case, it's like
Victor
maybe
didn't
I
see
should
it.
just
He-
leave it.
Victor just heard it. That's all.
No.
Maybe I could have just been a rabbit person for the rest of my life.
You just really want to be Darian. You really want her to ride you.
Okay, let's reverse that and not say that at all. So a little bit of frustration. So once the cleansing is complete, you're gonna just have to get over it. Like we're gonna say
I'm
weird
good.
things.
I'm good.
Okay. What does Seredan do?
She just goes looking for everybody.
Okay, she's not going for revenge or anything like that.
No, I mean, actually, now that you mention it,
Hey, I'm up on the mountain. You can't kill me.
he said, if I recall, that there were no refunds.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna go try and get her money back. How much did I spend?
It was probably like 10 gold.
Okay, she's still going.
Yeah.
And we can, like, if you want me to just do an intimidation check or something, that's what I would be doing. I would be going in there.
No, I mean, we'll go ahead and play it out. I think that's fun.
Okay.
Storming in with a bag of rabbit fur.
Yeah, exactly. And she just like dumps it on, like, upends it like on the counter.
Oh, what are you doing? There's hair all over my potions now.
I can understand that you're an idiot, and you didn't quite comprehend what it was that I was looking for, but to have not only given me what I was not looking for, but then not give me my money back is incorrect, and I will be reporting you to Miss Ruby herself unless I get a refund.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check. First of all, give me a d20 roll. I want to see how Karen you're going here.
18.
18.
Full
Oh
on.
yeah, with advantage. Your
Consummate
intimidation. Yeah, your intimidation check is with advantage here.
Ooh, that's a good thing. That's a 21.
21. Look, there's no reason that we have to involve Ruby in all of this. He says, brushing a bunch of hair off of his stand. How about I make you a deal? How about I provide you with the potion of your choosing? Instead, and then you have a potion to compensate for the gold that you lost.
I'm listening. What do you have in your inventory?
What potion would you like? Name a spell.
Wish potion.
Name a spell of. I'd say an enhancement spell of 3rd level or lower.
Potions. Those consumable, powerful resources that I never use because I'm afraid that I'll
Just get
be
the-
like, oh, I should have saved it for
Yeah.
this amazing moment that and then I just end the campaign without ever using it.
Get the enlarged potion.
How about
Work
a spell of haste? A potion of haste.
Oh, looking to go fast. The rabbit would have helped you with that still. Not for this time. I'm just a little joke here. And he pulls out a little drawer and he goes, and he rummages through and he pulls out a single vial of very clear, like white liquid. It almost looks like just like drugs of some kind. And he hands it to you and he says, "There you go, 1 potion of haste."
And here's the rubber band to go around your arm, and here's the needle.
syringe.
And
Yeah.
So yeah, at that her demeanor like completely changes and she's like, "It was wonderful doing business with you. Thank you."
Of course, come back any time. And you leave, and he's just like, I'm going to be finding hair everywhere for weeks. And so is Sarah.
Yes. Gosh, I thought they got it all.
Just like walking down the halls and
Okay.
So you're heading out. You're in the Damascus Promenade. It's in full swing. A couple fire dancers pass by you. One of them tosses you a torch, and you catch it and toss it back because they recognize game recognizes game, I guess. And you come around the corner, and you're just about to head up towards Cawthorn Mesa when. Almost like out of a Western movie, the music kicks up and like a dust swell passes by, and the rest of the party comes marching back in. They're no worse for wear. You see that Victor is about 7 and 8 inches taller than when he left.
Pants are floody.
Yep.
Arms are sticking out a little. Gangly.
There are a pair of
palms are
A
sweaty.
teenage
Mom's
boy
spaghetti.
who's just gone through puberty.
there are a trio of really weird looking goats in a cage that are letting out strange noises.
About
A
them.
rainbow goes.
There's one that opens this way.
Jaws.
Yeah.
So gross.
There is you catch sight of Ezra, and your preferences don't bend that way, but even you can be like, damn, that's a fine man.
Right. So Sarah would run up and just be like, "Hi everyone, how's it going?
Oh, and there's a tiger.
they fixed the rabbit thing. It was quite lovely, to be honest. I was basically massaged and pampered for 2 days, lots of mayonnaise and peanut butter, but which wasn't terrible.
Was your poop in little pellet form?
If
no.
you eat and poop, you're a person,
Actually-
apparently.
It's true.
Yep.
Just a normal person.
And so, what have you been up to? And Vicky, you got taller and easy. You look fabulous.
He looks very easy on the eyes, doesn't he?
I like to think that like your hair flip is because it keeps getting in your way, and you're not like.
Wait, tie that down. Wait, you all saw the transformation that I went under, and out of sympathy, you all got yourselves transmogrified as well.
Transmogrified.
That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
We all felt bad, and we found old still.
Really?
That's why I look like a unicorn man. Orc.
Explain.
You know, orc.
A orc man.
You didn't just go to the man who,
An
by the way,
orcicorn.
just gave me a potion of haste, which was quite nice of him. After I threatened him. You didn't just go there to get a potion to make a change?
There was a pool. It was magical. There was a glowing old steel at the bottom. And for science, I went to get it. And now,
I wouldn't say that out loud.
it's just us, right?
So going into the pool...
There's a big crowd around you.
That's how
Not
they...
like around you.
Oh,
but
I
like,
thought we were still at the mesa.
No, like you guys are coming into the
I would
down off
definitely.
it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
then definitely I would have kept that a lot quieter. I thought we were out in the open.
So, going into this pool turned you into a unicorn and made you taller.
And made cool goats. Look at these goats. They made rainbow cheese.
The goats go, oh!
I want to go in.
Just wait, hold on. You might end up like the centipede.
It's a long hike.
The goatipede.
It's a long hike
We
and
fought a what was it again?
basilisk.
A basilisk.
Oh,
I like how that does it to
Well-
him at all.
Technically, we killed a basilisk.
I don't know if I want to walk past that farmer again. He gave us a weird look when we were walking past.
He gave you a strange look, but he gave Ezra a different kind of look.
You tried to mate with him. You propositioned him like 3 times. I mean, I was right there.
This Terry gets really...
For those of you who don't remember, you said "Good day, mate."
Yeah,
And he very much was like, "Oh no, thanks. I have
That
a wife."
is not my headcanon. That is
That
actual
is,
fact.
that is an extra thing that happened. Yeah.
He misunderstood what I was saying. Anyhow, he misunderstood what I was saying. I didn't try to mate with him. It's so embarrassing.
We probably would have noticed if that was the case. He just
Definitely.
Come here, you.
And I think I would have remembered it. Anyhow, I don't. It's quite a risk, Sari. These
I
these
say
goats
go
can no
for it.
longer speak.
It's
In
pretty awesome.
Only
I
done
would
miracles.
love to be 7
as
inches taller.
mentioned,
I,
as you can see.
I could have fit in a little better at the summer court.
But
Well,
then you would
okay.
lose
Your
Fine.
hair,
dwarven
Maybe
side.
there's not time now, but I'm coming back at some point.
your hair, you gotta be careful because this cat we have with us, they changed when they were in the water. So
Well, I'm sure it's nothing that a couple of days at the spa couldn't fix. I've already had experience with that. It wasn't so bad.
Should warn you, the cat can talk.
to her,
to everyone.
No, the
the
green
tiger,
cat
the
Just
tiger
me?
gives like a growl and it's sticking really close to you. It could understand
Oh,
all of
gotcha.
you, but it couldn't actually like speak to all of you. It was just one of those we just hand waved it because otherwise
and
it'd be
you
translation.
heard the descriptions, right?
Yeah.
meow meow.
And
meow,
that-
meow,
Yeah,
meow.
their fur is
Sarah kind of
actually
notices for the
yeah.
first time, like, what a pretty kitty.
Daniel, meow meow. That's
It's
Daniel
fur-
Tiger's neighborhood reference. You're welcome.
its fur
Or
made
Mr. Rogers.
entirely of jade? And she reaches out, like,
And it-
tentatively. Right, sorry. Stick my hand underneath so she can smell.
Give me an animal handling check. with advantage because this is an intelligence.
Soon you're going to be an animal handless check.
Animal handless check. Who
That's
has
a
the kittens? by the
15.
way? 15.
They're not in the back.
After a moment, it stops.
Are they in the
Then I want to
bolt
tinkle,
Bjorn?
tinkle, tinkle, pet it.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay.
The Bolt Bjorn.
Yeah,
That's-
you
yes.
you run
Better-
your hands through
better
for, and
than
it is
the bag
like
holding.
it's like running your hand through like
Yeah.
very fine like crystal. It makes
Yeah.
like that tingling sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But then like a little bit of that, like the fur comes away.
Does a tingling sound the same noise that you make when you get the pea shivers and you're like, ugh?
No, that's different.
Oh, okay.
That's tinkling.
Yeah. And as like the hairs fall away, you see them turn back into just regular like green hair. They don't stay jade.
Ooh, green. Interesting. So what was all this about? Why do we have cats? And you don't need to actually, because I watched the episode. I don't need to
We're
take
cat
up too much
person.
time.
If you don't know,
We are cat
just go
people
back to
now.
the beginning of this
Yeah.
episode
Yeah, the
and
recap.
listen to the recap.
Yeah.
The recap.
We
For
each get the
Victor.
kitty.
And then
You get the battle cat.
Excellent. I've always wanted a battle cat.
No, we're going to bring.
Did Cory reveal what they?
No, I didn't tell anybody else.
No one caught the reference to the cats. I didn't either.
The Thundercats.
Thundercats?
They are Thundercat
No,
colors.
they're Voltron.
Voltron. Okay.
No,
Difference.
not at all.
Not at all.
Not hardly at all.
Same difference.
Give me your -1 luck die
Nope.
tonight.
We gotta save the solar flange.
Yeah, so that is technically like when I was coming up with fur colors. Yes, they were based on Voltron
Okay.
because I thought
That's
it was
perfect. My
funny.
kids
How
love
about
it.
the blue one?
Well, we aren't actually going to keep them. I kind of made that up again. I'm having trouble with that today, apparently. It must be a side effect of getting taller. My head's in the clouds.
Your brain got stretched a little bit.
Yeah, there's an extra room in there, so when I move, it just hits the sides. We were commissioned to go and, for Udathi from the Beski's Promenade, she wanted us to go and secure this animal for their show, their sideshow, their not circus, but they're essentially for their menagerie.
Oh.
And
And I have to say, you've exceeded my expectations.
Oh, damn, she's here.
You all turn around and you see Horik and a couple other of the Jade Wing members and Udathi there. And she takes a step forward and she goes, "I was expecting the tiger to be in the cage, not these. Are they goats?"
Indeed, they are goats. And when she came, I'm not gonna fully fully prostrate, but I will drop to a knee and say, we have as you have requested, we went and we have investigated this animal. We have found that it is of a much higher intelligence than we had anticipated. We were able to reason with it and convince it that if it were to come with us, that we would ensure its safety to here, and hopefully give it the choice to either stay or go.
Now, really quick question: How much are you hiding the other cats? Are you like trying to keep them as hidden as
I
possible?
mean, I'm just making sure they don't jump out of the thing.
but their heads are like poking up and looking around. And she does look at the other kittens as well, and she reaches out a hand, and one of the Jade Wing members comes up and hands a scroll to her, and she reads through it, does a quick spell incantation, and then she kneels down and she starts talking to the saber-toothed tiger in its language. So Eve gets to see the other side of this for once, where it's a lot of like hissing and growling and like head tilting and everything like that. Yeah, basically like there's at one point like after like they have like a good 10-minute conversation or however long it lasts, and at the end, instead of like shaking hands or whatever, they like the saber-tooth tiger comes up and they like nuzzle a little bit and both of them purr, and she stands up and she says, "It has agreed to come with us, so congratulations, you've passed your second trial. I'm very impressed."
Thank you.
That also includes its
Yes, we
budget,
will.
correct?
We will be sure to take care of all of them. It will have free roam around the camp so long as it doesn't harm any of our guests, and everything seems to be in order.
If it feels safe, and I want to, can I insight check,
Yeah.
or did it feel like that was pretty?
Go ahead and give me an insight check if you want.
Just want to see if it feels like there's any tomfoolery going on. That's a 14, and my perception. I'm not gonna wait for it. I think it's like a +1. So,
Insight, not perception.
oh, sorry, insight. That's
Five.
+5, so that's 19.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the tiger doesn't look like it had a bad conversation.
Okay.
And it looks a lot more at ease now.
I feel
It's
that
moving away from Torrey. Like it gives Eve a good a good nuzzle as well,
Okay.
like as a thank you.
Does the sandpaper lick on the hand?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Ow!
I feel that your intentions are honorable, and I was, being fully honest, I was ready to protect this cat should it decide otherwise.
That is very noble of you, and yes, that is exactly what we are, is honorable. That is what the Jade Wing does, is honor. So I'm glad that we can live up to our reputation. Now, I believe there is only one other matter that needs to be attended to, and that is you are all accompanying us to Big Town, is that correct?
That is correct.
As extra protection.
Correct.
By the way, we're going to Big Town with them.
So be it, as long as we get there.
Now, when are we leaving?
In a few hours.
How far away is the mesa?
It's probably, like, to get up, I think it only took you guys, like, an hour to get up there.
I'm going.
Darian.
Actually, wait.
It's
Let me think about this.
I'm
For once
coming
in my
with
life,
you.
let me exercise some caution. If it's something bad, I don't want to spend an extra 2 days in the spa again. It was a long 2 days. It was nice, but I'm feeling a little antsy.
Do we have any spells that can remove conditions?
There might be
Let's
something here at Ruby Oasis that could help us, like a...
I have lesser restoration.
What is life without risk?
You're probably
She's not
looking
even
for
going
remove curse.
to honor that comment with a response.
Greater restoration.
Yeah.
But she's like,
I haven't...
it will give me something to come back for.
Quiet.
I think that's a wise decision.
Alrighty.
So,
I always thought you were the fun one. I guess it's just me.
I could use the time. I need to go talk to the tailor.
just got done being transmogrified back from a rabbit person.
And I have a horn on my head.
I know. It's hilarious. It's actually almost as hilarious as what I looked like when I was a rabbit person, which was quite hilarious, actually.
I think you look quite distinguished.
Thank you.
I need to come up with a new nickname now. In fact, Jaja is much more fitting now than Easy.
Okay. So you guys have a couple hours to gather up your things. Victor, you can go to the tailor and get all of your clothes. They can't really do much for, like, the magic cape. No, actually, all your magic items pretty much resized. That's a standard for magic items from my
You just
world.
put it on and it goes...
I just have them take all the stuff and either make it like short sleeves or
Mhm.
I mean, we
You're
are
wearing shorts now?
like Boy Scout shorts, like little short,
like knee high.
Daisy Duke's just like a little.
Got some
Oh,
We're-
dude,
capotes.
that's a new look.
We're going through
Got some
the
man
through the
breeze.
shifting dunes, and you come in
If I
like
were
a
a
safari
rich man.
outfit,
Yeah.
short shorts and
boat shoes.
everything.
Why are you wearing boat shoes?
You take care of checkout with
Ruby.
No, it wouldn't be Ruby.
Oh, Chauncey.
Chauncey. Thank you.
Chauncey.
And Chauncey's like, I hope that everything was to your liking. I do hope that there's nothing else that we can do for you. And I wish you the best of luck if you're heading into the dunes.
We will give him a big tip on the behalf of
Yes.
Lady Crestor.
Like you put it in like
Add
in
it to our
a
tab.
sign out.
Add
Yeah.
it to the tab.
Okay.
I don't know, like 10 gold or something. Something that's like, this is good for like a year.
Oh, how
what's
generous.
a big tip for him?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
is that like the equivalent of on Home Alone 2?
Stick
where
of
he
gum.
puts-
Yeah. Yes.
No,
Like-
10 gold is good.
He works in a resort for nobles. Like 10 gold is probably pretty
He wipes
lackluster.
his
All right,
butt
fine.
with
We
10
give him
gold.
100 gold.
Yep.
It seems very inefficient.
Well,
I mean, it's not
he
about
has it
efficiency.
hammered
It's kind of
flat.
I guess it can scrape.
I don't know.
The coins have ridges.
That just means he's a normal person. I'm not.
Sorry, we have to keep
Prices.
reminding you, Bolt. You're not a normal person.
They have therapists here that we can bring one with us.
We have to go back to the dreary lady for that.
Oh, fair.
Mhm.
It's a
They were
different type
quite
of therapy.
good.
No, they had like Victor went into it like
Oh,
and
that's
just
right.
talked with one of them. Yeah, just because. Where else are you going to find somebody to talk to?
Just talk.
money.
They just hire some mom
I
to just come give you mom advice.
Yeah.
And it was partially to make sure.
Isn't that
she
Bolt's
was
job?
okay, but-
Oh, honey,
guess so.
don't you know it's gonna be okay?
Oh
Yeah, they're definitely
You betcha.
from
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
They totally are.
Wisconsin.
You know, That's rude because I couldn't do that accent last week. I feel like I'm being attacked here.
I watched Bobby's World a lot as a kid.
Good.
That was the reference.
That's exactly. He's like, what's your mom like? What's Ari's mom like? And I was like, the mom from Bobby's World.
Yes.
Fargo.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Fargo either. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm uncultured. I'm a swine.
Uncultured swine.
2 hours later, you guys are on your way in another. I guess you guys weren't in a caravan. You just kind of had Einor with you. So being with the promenade is actually quite different from the Tempered Requiem. They're a little bit more stoic when they're marching. Like when they make camp, it's efficient. Everybody just helps to get what forges need to be set up that evening, what stations, that sort of thing. But the promenade is very much just like a loose collection of people that they're just like, okay, I guess we'll just set something up here. And, we'll put a fire pit over here. Who wants to do it? And then everybody puts their finger on their nose because they don't want to do it. So it falls down to you guys the first couple of nights, just because you guys.
That's okay. Create a bonfire.
I can't see it. You guys got to tell me when they put their fingers toward their nose.
Sorry.
Nose goes.
Yeah. There's a couple
And get the
incidents.
swords into the strap.
Always keep your finger on your nose, then you'll be fine.
There. You'll walk around for the next hour with his finger on his nose.
People give you weird looks, but you don't notice. There are the Shifting Dunes are a dangerous place, not because of any sort of creatures that inhabit the area. It's more dangerous because sandstorms and your typical you got to make sure that you stay hydrated, because it is very much a place where people frequently get lost. And despite the fact that you are following well-worn trails that lead from the oasis to Big Town, there are plenty of times where the sand or the storm will kick up and you guys will have to shelter down for a whole hour, and when the storm clears you'll look around and there's scattered people everywhere that didn't wander too far. It's just kind of weird that they ended up in different places.
Do the dunes literally change with the wind blowing and everything? Okay.
Yeah,
so the whole path, the landscape's entirely different on the other side. Okay.
Yeah, there are a couple people from the Jade Wing that are specifically navigators that know the area or know the fact that everything ships, and kind of have created their own little methods, whether magical or mundane, to guide you through the area. And it's about, it takes a while because it's not a quick journey. I think if everybody grabs their map, they should be able to see that getting from Big Town to Ruby Oasis might be about the same distance as Terrebonne to Six Hills.
It's a little bit farther.
Ooh.
Or a little shorter.
A little shorter, yeah. Plus, you're not kind of curving up around following a road. It's more of as straight of a path as possible.
Yeah.
So it'll take you guys about 15 to 20 days to get there, depending on weather and whatnot. So I kind of want to know what your characters want to work on in the meantime. What is your character doing? What is their goal for this, besides their typical guard duties, which you have your shifts that you've worked out with the other mercenaries and other members of the wing?
Can I take a long rest?
Oh yes, everybody can take a long rest.
Sherry is mostly just going to be, I think, practicing with Craggy and also practicing her flute.
Okay. Also with Craig.
Also with Craggy. Yeah.
Victor will be brushing Darian a lot.
Oh yeah, that was part of the deal. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Darian seems to enjoy the attention.
And remember, no sugar bombs.
No
You
sugar
promised
bombs.
me
I
last time.
promised.
I'll
And
also
there's a
be-
lot of times you do need to brush him because it's very dusty. And
Oh, the sand.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I'll also be self-grooming any remaining
Oh yeah. Because
hair
you still
spots that
find
just
spots every
once in
now
a
and then.
while.
Yeah.
Just right on the tip of your elbow. You just got this extra hair spot.
Bolt will make themselves useful, helping with any kind of caravan repairs or fixing any broken axles, wheels, that kind of thing. Oregon Trail style.
Getting
But
dysentery.
in the meantime, Bolt's going to take all of the leftover cat fur,
Okay.
and that's in the bolt Bjorn,
Yeah.
and turn it into a hairbrush.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a multicolored hairbrush. So it's got all the different cat fur, and somehow there was just enough.
Well, the
And-
cats are also with you, so if you need extra,
Oh, yeah, so-
yeah, you just kind of like pet them a little
They
bit.
have all these bald spots.
Did we run the goats or we give it to them?
That was part of the deal. too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bolt's actually
Yeah,
going
yeah, like
to
Rainbow milk.
Sere, if you've got a moment.
Yeah.
Because of your predicament earlier in the Ruby Oasis, I thought that you might appreciate this, and I'm going to give you the cat hair brush.
At first, she's kind of like not sure if he's like making fun of her, but then she's like, "No, it's Bolt. He's always like, he always is a straight shooter, right?" She's like, "Oh, well, thank you. Well, that was very kind of you."
I did have to. I had to take some time and stiffen up the bristles a little bit, but because obviously cat hair is not very stiff usually. So
Got a couple of their whiskers in
I
there.
could make use of this. Oh, in fact, there's another patch.
Yep, comes off easily. So,
but
Nice.
that's what Bolt will spend their time doing.
so if Seredan uses that on their hair, they do notice that their hair starts growing a little bit faster.
Yeah, in
as
that
well.
case, she's like,
Yeah, it's not like every stroke is making it grow and
Yeah.
grow. It's just kind of like the rate at which it is growing is faster.
It's actually
if you use the
noticeable.
comb in the morning and the evening.
Is it
So-
rainbow colored?
No, but you can have rainbow colored milk and cheese.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
The goats are like, it tastes just like any other goat cheese and milk, but it's nice because it's like a weird swirl. So
love it.
what about Ezra?
Ezra will spend time with the warriors of the Damascus Promenade, learning their style of combat and thinking like, maybe these guys aren't so bad, I guess. The Jade Wing seems to be pretty. I mean, they're the Jade Wing, right?
Yes.
They seem to be pretty good.
Yeah, the Jade Wing is probably the closest to the Tushin discipline. There's a lot of like honorable combat and very like practiced strategic placement of feet and everything. Just because they pride themselves on that honored tenet of the wing or the rings. So
When I'm not brushing, I'd probably join some of them. And if Horrocks there, I would be pushing every button he has.
Hork is keeping his distance, but it's not from you, it's from Ezra. Just like every time he sees Ezra, he immediately like turns around and goes the other way.
He thinks it's cute.
So yeah, something about another half orc with long flowing locks makes
Doesn't make him.
I mean, I am part elf, so it's finally coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Eve?
Eve will do some sparring, stay sharp on her skills, and then we'll probably just go around chatting with the different animals
Okay.
in the
yeah.
caravan.
Just like every day, speak with animals in the evening and just talk to all the exotic. I mean, giraffes, elephants, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's exciting.
They're all very happy to be here. It seems like they've all gone through at least a similar process to what the Jade Sabertooth went through, except for they're obviously not as intelligent. It's more like, they said I'd get grain, or something like that. I'm getting paid in peanuts, says the elephant.
You're getting paid peanuts?
Lucky.
You're getting paid.
You're getting paid?
And so but they're all very happy to
That's
be
good.
here. There's no like discontent of like, oh, they took me away from my mom and now I have big ears or something like that. Not that I'm
No
referencing.
Pinocchios or anything.
No Dumbos or Pinocchios. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll spar with you.
sweet.
Eve.
Okay.
You can practice. I can. Maybe I can. This is maybe something for off camera, but maybe I could start to show you some of my warlocky ways. Anyway,
Yeah, I think so.
okay.
Okay.
push the overall alignment of our group down just a teeny tiny bit.
Good warlock.
And after about 15, we'll say 17 days. So there were a couple days where it got a little harrowing, but you guys make it to Big Town without any issue. There's no major attacks. There's a couple skirmishes that happen, some animals that get that get a little too hungry for their own good, and you have to drive them off. But
Kill a giant scorpion on the way. And have some scorpion meat.
Yep. And you arrive and you crest over the final dune into Big Town. Now, the easiest way to describe this, I don't like crushing myself, but does anybody has anybody seen Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets?
Yeah, the big sand area.
It's big market, right?
Big market.
It is very much like this huge collection of colorful tents of all shapes and sizes. There's some permanent buildings, but not a lot. You can see you can kind of see the storm kicking up around you, and the sand will hit this invisible barrier around Big Town and just stop or kind of go up and over it. So it kind of creates this shimmering dome over the entire thing. And as soon as you step in, all of the wind dies down, and all that's left is a bright day and the sound of people hustling and bustling. There's a lot of shouting going on, but there is an undercurrent of. It's not evil, but there's an undercurrent of criminal activity.
It's a Western boomtown.
Oh yeah, you can see you as you walk by an alley, you're likely to see two people exchanging some goods that might not be considered good. And then there's actually a couple areas where you're just walking by and you're there are full on black market items out here. So
Kidneys.
oh yeah, yep, in jars, that sort of thing. There are a couple booths that are called It's About Time or something like that, and they have some minor chronergy items if you're interested in them. But it is very much this place counts as a class S market for any magic item purposes, and it also counts as a black market for any restricted items as well. So you can find anything that you need in Big Town.
What are the streets? Are they dirt or are they cobblestone?
There is I'd probably say they're hard packed dirt. Think of a bazaar, an Arab bazaar, that kind of thing. There's still plenty of underneath or over the stone is kind of sand and everything still, because it gets tracked in even if the barrier keeps the storms from getting in.
Okay.
Interesting. I like this place.
It looks much different since the last time I was here.
How long ago?
22 years, I believe.
Yeah, I
I
think
would
the
have
last
been a
time.
child.
Yeah, I think
That's
the
a
last
long
time you
time.
were here, there was a little bit more of an Arcanum presence. They were trying to crack down
Yeah.
a little bit, but there doesn't appear to be any Arcanum that you can see.
Yeah, but even in the time I was here for a couple weeks, the shops came and went all the time. One day there would be a new shop, and the next day it'd be gone, with no sign of it. So.
Well, let's see if we can find. What was the
We have
the return address?
The
It
Perkipsky
Perkipsky Shipping Company.
Shipping
Right.
Co.
Let's see if we can find this Perkipsky Persnickety place.
Husky? Or Perkipsky?
Perkipsky.
Shapoopy. Shapoopy.
Oh no!
I'm so
I just went
sorry.
straight back to pre-stage, getting all the jitters out before you're going on. No, I hated that.
I'm so sorry.
All right, so you guys are going to head to try and find information about the Perkipsky Shipping Company.
Yeah.
But first, you actually get approached by Udathi. And she approaches Victor specifically, and she says, I am very impressed, Victor.
Thank you. He won't I'll wait till she addresses him.
Yeah. You kind of learned over the few days that she's not really the most formal as far as that goes, just because, every time you're she's stand up, I don't care.
Do I at least get better at knowing she's there?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit.
She's a sidler.
Yep, she's a
Right.
sniper. And she hands you 2 bags, and she holds up the first one. She says, "This is the commission for your friend at the Onyx Wing. Hopefully that takes care of other matters for you.
Thank you.
And this is the payment for your duties as guards. You can divide as you wish."
Thank you. I will defer to Eve. She is our elected leader.
And she'll hand the second bag to Eve.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure spending time with you all.
You are good people. And Victor is lucky to have you. Oh, and Victor. And she goes over and very informally taps your blindfold. and another symbol appears on it. And she says, I believe you have shown enough honor. I'm going to get you the individuals later, just because I haven't written that particular wing out.
Okay.
But your blind sight is extended by 5 feet.
Sweet.
Nice.
So how far can you see now?
15?
15 feet.
Out of
Solid.
I'll double check.
Dang, girl, dang.
It's either 15
That's me without my contacts in, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
There's 100
Everything
gold
else
in there.
comes along.
Udati,
100 divided by
I am
how
grateful.
many?
20?
5.
20 gold piece.
Yeah.
We are grateful that you have been able to help us out. Everyone loves the new addition to our wing, and you're not bad company, Victor.
Thank you. It's more than I deserve, and you have all shown me honor, and I appreciate it. I know that it is a difficult thing to forgive.
Hopefully your journeys will take you to the other wings soon enough. I would like to see you return to the... Is it the Scald Seat? Right? Is that the name? Yeah, I would like to see you return to the Scald Seat and prove yourself worthy to one of us again. Only one of us, hopefully. Two at most.
I have learned. He'll chuckle at that one, like in a nervous, like snort.
Yeah.
Let's hear. What does that sound like? The nervous snort.
Just it's more of like like he starts to laugh, and then she says that, and he like.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck. And it was a pleasure to have you all with us.
Thank you.
And she's going to turn around and walk away. Okay. So, you guys are traveling through a big market. I need a round of investigate checks to see if anybody can find information about Perkipsky.
Investigation. Yummy,
18.
yummy.
18 as well.
18.
1.
1.
11.
That hair keeps getting in your face, even though there's no wind here.
Natural 20. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of Victor's element. Just because you did get a natural 20. Like, Big Town is definitely the kind of controlled chaos that you're used to, and you're quickly able to find somebody who's like, yeah, Perkipsky, they're just, take a left past this tent and make sure you do not enter that tent. Trust me, you don't want to enter that tent. And then you're gonna go down
Sarah
3
walks
blocks.
right
Yeah. You're gonna go down 3 blocks. Well, blocks as in like there are gonna be 3 block markers that you're going to want to follow down, and then there's this big shipping area cordoned off by rope.
Perfect. And for an extra gold piece, what can you tell me about their security details?
I'm afraid you're going to have to charge more, or you're going to have to pay more than that to get security information.
Now, can we not enter the tent because it's an unfinished part of the game?
Walk up
Was
to
a
it.
city
It'll just
project there?
it'll just be an
wall.
empty void. And we'll be like,
No, it's just got
okay.
it's just people don't enter that tent.
Sad
Or do
day,
they
sad
ever not come out?
Who knows?
It's fine. I can.
Darian, can you enter the tent?
You can start asking Darian to just do
He's like
dangerous things
he's like,
now.
we have a rogue, but Darian's for some reason
expendable.
the rogue.
He can get resummoned. He doesn't
Yeah.
die. He just goes back to his
I
plane of
I mean, we
existence.
could resummon. It's just expensive.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
Not until level 9 Paladin
Oh,
do
yeah.
we have a revivify.
It's gonna be a while.
I expect full resurrection, different race.
We have to keep
full
a
9
pouch of
yards.
3,000 gold at all times, just in case.
Iske, I've got other ways of finding out. You're not my only contact.
Good
Thank you
luck,
for
yeah.
your time.
The guy walks away. You got the impression that he like that was a you don't want to I don't want to mess with
Yeah.
the shipping company unless I'm paid a lot more.
Yeah.
Not just I was trying to swindle you.
And his is more of like it's less of like being rude to him and more of like I'm reading between the lines and in case people are watching, dismissing this conversation.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So are you all heading there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nobody goes into the
If it
forbidden
has
tent.
something to do with the infinite sight,
What
I'm
does the
itching to punch somebody
When we go by the forbidden tent, I sniff.
with an arrow.
What's it smell like?
It smells like medicine and
3
like,
X's.
It smells like a hospital tent almost.
Yeah, actually, we need to retcon something.
Okay.
When Dallin was like, I got some alt steel, Sari, the first thing Sari would have said was, oh, let me smell it.
I got the book out as soon as you said all
we all did
I knew that was going to happen.
We did, so yeah, of course.
I tasted it. I
You
smelled it.
smelled
I
justice
smelled it.
or-
No, I
No, you
smelled-
licked it.
Wisdom.
You
I licked it?
Everybody else smelled it.
Oh, of course I did. I smelled, or I tasted order.
Order. That's
Victor
what it
was
Tastes like order.
arcane magic.
Order.
Ezra was poison, and Bolt
Yeah.
was halfling.
Sounds like a halfling.
It smells like something is decaying, but also as if something is in bloom.
Oh, it's one of those weird flowers.
Nasty
I don't know.
flowers?
Sort
Yeah.
of, yeah, it's sort of
corpse flowers.
Yeah.
like as
kind of
though
mushroom.
something were both blooming and dying at the same time. Almost like that smell of autumn, but also of spring.
Very poetic.
And that was not in Big Town that you did.
No,
right?
no.
That was.
It's like walking through the forest in the fall with all the leaf
There's
litter and stuff on the
leaves,
ground.
yeah.
But it has that like decay smell, but it's not necessarily a bad smell.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
That's a
Unlike-
delicious smell.
Yeah.
Unlike
I love
the
fall.
tent that you guys passed by, which does have that just decay smell, and it is bad. It
I'm
is
not going
it
in
smells
there.
like 3
Do we know? So as we've been walking along, looking around at people, does it seem like there's are people giving this tent a wide berth?
This tent, the one that you're passing by specifically, yeah, like nobody's.
Plague-like level.
Yeah, mhm.
Stay away.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the Perkipsky.
No,
No,
this
the
is the
one-
this
the
is
one
the
on
one
the
that
way.
you're not supposed to go into.
Can I
It's the
like
COVID quarantine
grab the
tent.
corner of the tent and just kind of like
Yeah.
look in?
Make sure you
what
have
I
your
see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a hospital tent. Like there's a bunch of like people around with triage. They have a bunch of like it looks almost they're like leprous almost like they've had a lot of boils and there's skin sloughing off, that kind of thing. There's a couple plague doctors, like full on plague doctors in there, like trying to rebandage
Like the
people and
creepy
everything.
masks.
Yeah, they have the beak masks and everything like that.
Okay.
So
All right.
Alright.
So if I'm immune to disease, does that mean I can be a carrier though?
it depends on the type of disease, I suppose.
Bolt, what does your mostly person eye see?
A bunch of diseased individuals and some doctors wearing plague masks, other medical equipment.
That sounds like something we should steer clear from.
I don't think we should stick around for very long.
Is there any they're all in the tent? There's none of them outside. No little Timmy with
Nope.
a peg leg character
they're all in
sitting
the
by
tent.
the door.
In fact,
okay.
Please, sir.
The tent is very much like closed off.
Closed off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I'd be interested to find out what happened to those people, but it seems that
Hey, what's going on in here?
One of the doctors looks over and he goes, "Close the flap, would you?"
What's going on in here?
And he walks over and he'll like put his hand on your face and try and strength contest. Let's do this. Oh no. Look, we can't let any of this sickness get out. There's a disease going around. It's a sort of rot from the Ungalan marshlands. I need you to move your head so that I can seal the tent again.
Okay. Thank you for the information. I might be back, actually.
He's not a real person, so he'd probably be okay.
As soon as you move your head out of the way, they'll
Hey,
seal it.
doctor, can you install a butthole? Because I need to be able to poop, apparently. That's the only way I can become a person.
As soon as it happens, I'm a real boy.
My voice goes higher.
Yeah.
After that.
reverse puberty.
Just like poop screws.
Clank, 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 clank.
Bricks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on our way.
I'd rather avoid the plague tent, thank you. Let's get to the shipping place.
Well, I might go visit later to see if I can find out more about this Ungo and Marshlands plague, because I know I would like to go there, and
Is it
any information that we can avoid, things that we can avoid. Would be
indeed?
helpful.
Is it
Did-
curable,
I need to
or
know
should we
that.
burn the
did
tent
you
down?
did you tell everybody about the vision that you had last time?
I think
When you touch the Ald Steel, I don't think you told anybody specifically.
What is it about the marshlands that's so interesting to you?
My mother.
Well, let's see. So I would have told you
Mother
guys
Go tribe.
about the first vision for sure, because that was the one where they pulled the thing out of my chest.
Yeah.
And
They broke your heart.
Mm-hmm. And then the second vision was when Bolt was on top of a tower, and there was a floating figure with a goatee, an arm that seemed to be shifting between states of energy, saying that nothing can stop his power. And as a demonstration of the power, raises the ever-shifting hand, and Bolt feels themselves being ripped apart before the vision ends. Mm-hmm. I think I probably would have told about that one too. And then I have a third vision here where you guys heard it all, where it's they were talking back and forth and being like, this is not a good idea. And the other one guy's like, well, Bolt can pull themselves together. We've seen it before. So
pull yourself together, man.
But I don't remember when that one was. When we heard
Was
that.
that
pre
that was in
Ruby
the
Oasis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but was it
one
pre?
with the people?
Yeah, it was pre-Terramont
Because
too.
was pre-
you
yeah,
had,
it was
you had the one
pre-Terramont.
in the Hall of Sanctum. You
Yep,
had the
that was the
one
first one.
on the ship, didn't you? Like when we were on the Greatest Treasure, didn't you have one?
I don't remember.
No, I had the.
Because when you did magic,
The
We were
magic,
fighting
that's what it was.
something.
You were fighting
Yeah.
it, and it was the Scarab guy. You were fighting him, and then
Oh, okay.
oh yeah,
So yeah, I think Bolt would have related.
because
to
I know
you.
initially you were
'Cause it
saying
is something
like, you were
interesting to
pensive,
him.
but
yeah.
So, it's one of those things where it's like, I've never dreamt before, but I keep having these visions. So, it's kind of one of those like, what do you guys think it means? So, Vision 4 was of being carried out of the marshlands
Right.
to the dunes and being carried by a metal creature.
Interesting. So you're saying you're dreaming an impossible dream.
He dreamed a dream of time gone
It's what happens when
by.
android sheep dream,
Are there
I
any
really wish you would play a part.
any windmills?
or when you count android sheep. I can't remember the title of it now. I'm on the joke.
I was thinking.
So,
Don
I-
Quixote.
Yeah.
It seems to be, and then the other dreams, I believe,
That was it. It was just fun.
Yeah.
but none of the other visions had anything to do with the marshlands, right? But oh yeah, I kept having the sense of like being pulled to the marshland, like I need to go back. So so I think that I would have to. I feel like I'm being drawn back to the marshlands, and it seems that could be a possible
I think it makes sense.
information to where I came from.
Because your mother, we could find out
And
more about you.
you,
My
the Talon, or the trio.
yes. They gave me a vision, and I
Yes, of
went over the Underland
Shattered Islands.
marshlands to get to the Shattered Islands. So it seems they would like us to take that path.
There might also be something here in Big Town that could help,
Yes.
because that was part of my fourth vision, was being carried to Big Town.
I have
So-
no
Part of
problem
mine
with
as well.
it. I just need to figure out how to get these two amber eyes.
Where
That's
are they
all I have.
from?
What is the magic item that she created for you?
I haven't opened the bag. I'm trying
We
to
should
be honorable.
use it until we see her.
I'm trying to be honorable and not open the bag.
Did she say that you couldn't
Hand
open
it over to Sere.
No.
She'll open it for
Give
you.
me that. Sarah takes a look.
I hereby move myself from this concert.
So you are handing over the bag and looking inside?
I'd swipe it from him. I don't know if I need to make
I mean,
contact for that.
if he wants to prevent you, then you would need to
Do
make
you
a
want to
check.
prevent me?
Let's see what is his curiosity. If he oh no,
It fell off the truck.
he'd allow it. But he would be like, don't tell me what it is.
Okay. So Seredan opens the bag, and it looks like it's kind of dark in there, but it looks like it's a metal ball, but it's got a lot of like different, not ridges, but it's got like a bunch of different bumps and everything. You can pull it out of the bag if you want. For a better
She's
look.
like,
okay.
It's a ball.
Would you
this?
like me
It's-
to identify
It's about this big.
Sphere.
Yeah, it's a sphere about this big of metal, but the metal that it's made of is a bunch of metallic snakes all writhing around each other in sort of this ball.
It's a ball of snake nest.
10-minute ritual of
10 minute.
identify.
Right next to the plague tent.
I would say. I mean, I would say this would have happened like on the road.
Like as we're walking to the
Okay.
towards the
Sure.
thing. Yeah.
Sorry, I keep like retconning things. Like, oh yeah, I would have
Yeah,
wanted to do this.
after 10 minutes, you identify it. It's basically an item that summons a magical swarm of snakes,
My
poisonous
God.
snakes.
I don't know why Lyra
Sounds
would need this.
Sounds like
but-
something perfect for an assassin.
Sounds like an assassin's weapon.
Not particularly honorable. I give it back to Victor.
Thank you. Say nothing.
It's an assassin's
Nothing.
weapon.
Thank you.
All right.
Dang it.
Anyway, back to present day. No more flashbacks.
All right.
Okay.
Perkipsky.
So you guys are heading down the trail here. Sorry, I just need to see something.
At some point, I want to see. I have no money. Never mind. I was going to make some more daggers with the basilisk fangs, but
Oh yeah. As suggested by a fan.
You know
Sure.
who you are. We don't remember right now, but good on you.
Good choice, fan.
All right.
Well, I don't know if they're a fan. They,
No, good choice,
they
commenter.
watch.
they're a person.
They're a person.
They're a
We assume
Do they eat and poop?
we don't need proof. Thanks though.
How long until we call
Colby's DMs in. No, oh God.
And you,
It's a nest of
shortly
snakes.
enough, you pass by that third.
I missed it.
I missed that too.
Don't worry about it. You'll catch it on when you play. All right, let's go.
So you guys pass by that third kind of stone marker. There are a lot of they're just like little stone where they have like a nonsensical symbol basically for people to kind of get a lay of the land.
Looking at them, are they like thieves' camp nonsensical? Looking at
Yeah, like they do appear to be thieves' cant symbols.
it's like safety versus like bad place.
Yeah,
hang
it's a
out.
lot of like poisons dealt here, you know, that kind of thing, like denoting what the area was used for at one point.
Are they like really low to the ground, or is it like something I can walk by and like?
They're like little cairn stones, just,
Okay,
you know,
smaller.
probably about that tall. So
Okay.
you,
Okay, close
sticking
enough.
out of the ground from here to
Okay,
about
close
there.
enough,
so,
and
yeah.
just keep spinning.
Smaller than
Satisfying.
floral naggin stones, but larger than flat tombstones.
Nearly a buttload.
The altars to
travel
floral
that
naggin.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. For some reason, I was like, I don't
'cause this is a
remember that
different
name.
campaign.
Yeah,
Floral naggin stone.
I was the one who put that god in here specifically, and I don't remember the name.
It's just another Irish stone, like the Blarney stone. Floral naggin.
But you come up to this large area. There's a large open area. There appears to be a bunch of ropes. You can see a good half dozen people in like weathered leather that are just kind of standing around the perimeter talking to each other. They do notice you approach as you guys are on approach. You can see a couple big, like massive tents and a more permanent like storehouse structure that's been set up as well. And as you're watching, you see like this halfling come out, and he goes, no, you bucket of bolts, don't put that there. Put it over here. And coming around the corner,
Yes!
I think he was talking to you.
actually coming around the corner is a 15-foot tall mechanical construct. He has kind of these big thick plates, but they all look rather rusted. Kind of this domed helmet that seemed almost has like a beak, and he's just carrying this large crate and just staring straight ahead, not really making any other sort of motions. And he sets it down and goes, "All right, good, thank you. Now get on out of here."
Bolt, is that your dad?
I don't know.
He's big.
Have to ask everyone. Are you my dad?
Go ahead and give me a history check, would you?
Ugh, 8.
Man, you've never seen this guy before in your life.
No idea.
Are you my the ones who pulled you out of the marshes?
One of the guards goes, "Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but if you don't have business with the shipping company, I'm going to have to ask you to move along."
Oh, I'm sorry. We're
Is
just
it
standing
illegal?
outside
Is
the
it illegal
area.
to stand?
Like,
Huh?
why are you working with them for a time?
Illegal is a strong word around here, or a soft word, whichever one. More like, if
they're
we don't want
mostly-
you here, you're not going to be here.
They're mostly guidelines. You don't really,
Oh, just like what he's saying is mostly a guideline.
basically.
You really want to suffer the consequences, though?
Let's see, there's 6 of you, 6 of us, 5 of us. I can't count. 6 with Darian.
Let's just slow down. He didn't mean any offense. My name is Eve. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Eve. I am Brad.
Brad.
You look like a Brad.
Sounds like a what?
Why does everybody say
face.
that whenever I introduce myself? Everybody's always said, "Oh,
It's your birthmark that says BRAD right there on your.
Brad.
That's not a birthmark. That's my former slave brand.
Oh,
yeah.
embarrassing. Yes.
Traumatizing.
Any relation to a brander?
No, don't know any branders.
Just that I would ask.
Do you know a Bradner?
That's my full name.
Brad.
No, it's just Brad. It's just Brad.
Anyhow, who is the person in charge?
That would be Perkipsky, and he points over to the halfling that is currently walking towards his office, wherever that is. It's just one of the tents.
Oh, great. That's who we need to speak with.
All right, well, stay here, and I'll see if I can get him.
Excellent. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And he turns around and walks off. The other guards are eyeing you. Again, they've got just like plain clubs, but they look well-made clubs, probably masterwork, that sort of thing. If masterwork were a thing in D&D anymore. But soon enough, the halfling comes back out, and he's grumbling a little bit, and he steps right up and he goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
I want to take just a. I'm trying to like sneakily be like.
Yep.
Because I want to know if it's
Smells like old still.
Yeah,
It smells like Old
yeah,
Still.
Old Still halfling smell.
I'm sorry, I'm still like, you want to
Smell it.
Because remember, my Old Still was halfling. I want to make sure that that's exactly
when
what
he
I was
smelled the Old Still.
smelling.
It smelled like a half.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it smells like your all still smell.
Yeah.
I gotta put a moratorium. No more smelling on steel. It just confuses me. Wait, that's what it's there for.
I thought that's what. Yeah. It was only
Go ahead,
for
give me
smelling.
a sleight of hand check or
All right.
stealth check.
Sleight of nose check.
Yeah. You actually have like a nose? No, I didn't think so.
I don't think they have like. I think they have like slits or
Yeah.
something.
Like a
Factories.
scent receptor.
But that's a 21, so that's the sneakiest sniff ever.
That's a
Yeah,
Joe Biden.
you managed
It's like
to
this kind of
sniff
sniff.
and he doesn't even notice.
Nope.
He does smell like it.
So that's what Alt Still. I didn't actually say.
Actually,
Alt Still.
he doesn't smell like halfling.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. He doesn't really smell like anything that you can tell.
Interesting.
Just a second, sir. Give your guys
Quick huddle.
Look, what can I do for you?
halfling with time forgot.
Oh, no, I realized that. I was just hoping that... What should I ask him?
We found a missing box, and it was stamped with Perkipsky or whatever.
Do you have the box?
I have the label. Do we have the label?
No, you don't.
It was a shipment to the Ruby Oasis.
We just come from that.
Do you have the box?
No.
There was a
There's
rather large
It was called
thingamajig inside of it.
It
Looked
was-
kind of like a beetle.
You see a kind of a little bit of a panicked look on his face come over his face for a second before he tamps down on it, and he says, "No, I don't know what to tell you without any sort
Listen, it's
without
fine.
any sort of actual box. I'm not going to be able to assist you with anything."
Don't worry, it's fine. We covered it up. The Arcanum almost found it, but we covered your tracks.
Yeah, and at this point, Sari will
I live in Big Town. I don't care about the Arcanum, but thank you.
Sari will take Craggy behind her back and turn it into the infinite sight symbol,
Okay.
like I did with what's his name, and be like, maybe we ought to step inside.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
It does seem that you guys have driven the Arcanum out since the last time I was here.
Yeah,
About 2 decades ago.
pretty glorious
Natural
day.
20 plus 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And he goes, "Of course. Let's step inside."
Did we get his name?
No,
Perkipsky.
Brad.
Perkipsky. Just Perkipsky.
that's
There's
that's what he was called.
Brad was the.
He's like Madonna
Yep.
for halflings.
Then he looks at the guards and he says, "They have full authorization to bring their weapons inside."
Beyonce,
And then
Jay-Z.
he's like, "Follow me, please." And
All the best.
he starts walking with you towards his tent. And he gets you all inside, and he closes it up, and he taps a crystal that's kind of sitting on the inside of what is a lavish tent, and you kind of hear this hum start from it, and he listens for a moment. He reaches his hand outside and snaps his fingers, but you don't hear any sound, and he brings it back and he says, all right, we've got total silence now. What can I do for the Infinite Sight? I thought our last shipment was the conclusion of our agreement.
I'm kind of looking to Eve for, like, I guess permission? I don't know. Like, I want to...
Permission granted.
Okay.
Eve gives you the nod.
Yeah. Then Sarah takes the Infinite Sight symbol and turns it back into Craggy and just holds it up to his neck and say, "We are."
Was that the permission you were thinking?
Nope.
She's like,
Permission granted.
Permission granted.
He says, "We are looking for more information about your former employee, so tell us quickly about whatever this agreement was that you had with them, and perhaps we'll let you live."
Right, of course.
Also,
There's no need for the weapon, and he kind of like taps it and tries to push it away. If you want to allow him to, you can.
I'll let it come back a couple inches, but that's all.
I'd be happy to cooperate with whatever you want, considering I just put myself in a cone of silence with 5 to 6 murderers. He looks at Darian, who doesn't really look like a murderer.
We're not murderers. I mean, we've killed a few, but they deserved it.
That's what all murderers say.
Don't let the fluffy ears fool you. He's the worst of us all.
Darian starts like falling at the mouth.
Darian, I'm gonna look at Darian, and I've taught Darian to start frothing at the mouth. when I'm like,
You just shake a sugar candy, but you're never going to give it
yeah,
to him.
I pull out a sugar bomb and I like holding it behind me.
All right. It's fine. And he goes around. He moves around to sit behind his desk. And he says, "Please have a seat. Might as well get comfortable before you ask your questions."
Also, he doesn't appear to be a halfling.
What did you say? Did he not smell right?
No.
You
You should be more careful with your smells.
I can't smell you from here.
So, Bolt, as he's sitting down, everybody notices because he's not really subtle about it, but he puts his hand on like a specific item on his desk, and you look at it and you recognize this item. It looks like a cracked piece of what was stolen from you. And he says, "What was your question?" And he's just kind of like idly like fiddling with the item, almost like it's like a fidget spinner that he's got on his desk.
We are searching for information about the Infinite Sight. What was this agreement that you had with them?
We were requested to grab some mining equipment as well as a few other crates that you no doubt have seen, and get them shipped out from to the Ruby Oasis, and then from there to a small village at the spine of the Cragath Mountains.
Hold, please.
The
That's north,
Cragath
right?
Mountains
Northwest.
are on the northeastern
Cragath's spine.
Cragath spine. Yeah.
What was it that they were mining for?
They didn't tell me.
And who was your contact?
I dealt directly with a man named Thulian Grawl.
You just jam your horn into something because you're mad?
We'll jab it into the desk.
Did he come here
Victor puts his
personally?
hand on your shoulder and he's like, easy, buddy.
He did at one point, yes.
And when was the last time you saw him?
The last time I saw him was probably about 3 months ago. He was heading out towards, some situation in the southeastern continent.
Did he leave anything behind?
No, just instructions on where to send all of the stuff, and that if anybody should come asking questions, I should take care of them.
What did he smell like?
I did not smell him. It's at this point that the tent starts to rustle, then all of a sudden it rips away as this giant pulls the entire tent away, breaking the silent spell. And the Mr. Perkipsky says, "Kill them all!" And we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative here.
Yes.
You gotta get that part, Bo.
I know. That's all I'm
just
focusing.
dive
That's
on
all
it.
I'm focusing
Get
on.
it, kill
You
the
guys got that right. I'm getting that.
All right, Seredan, give me your initiative.
19.
Bolt.
14.
14. Ezra.
24.
24. Eve.
That would be a 20.
The hard
20.
bolt right there.
Victor.
24.
Ooh, you probably have a higher dex. Actually, I have a +5.
+4. You're faster.
Faster.
Let's see who it
It's that
puts.
time magic. Still
Yes.
got a little in my veins.
It put Ezra first too. like I love when that lines up. Okay, so let's go ahead and reveal the map here. And as you can see, you've got Mr. Perkipsky in front of you.
You can barely see him over the bench.
His first name is Harrington, by the way.
Harrington Perkipsky.
You look like a Harrington.
And then you've got this other large figure coming in and everything. So
There for now.
yes, let's go ahead and start off with Ezra. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot at the giant robot that just broke in.
Okay.
Beep boop beep.
Let's fire off 2 shots here. So the first is with sharpshooter. So this is gonna be a 16 to hit.
A 16 just bounces off the armor.
Okay.
Does not hit.
Shoot another one. Critical failure.
Dope.
Shoot. Okay. I guess I'll just I'm gonna save my action surge for next round, so it can be more
You're just gonna-
effective. I'll just be like, great. But I will move 5, 10, 15. Jump on the bench
Yeah, so you kind of fire off the 2 quick shots.
just as I'm running.
Yeah, and they just kind of ting off of this creature.
Shoot.
Okay.
All right. You did. That's my turn.
Next up is Victor.
How far? I have a bag of ball bearings. I'd like to throw it at the feet of the.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that should be an
Can I
issue.
throw them from here?
Home alone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna basically just cast them out there, and I'm gonna use my movement 10, 15, 20.
You've been
25.
McAllistered.
I'll just kind of over here.
Pull the string, have a drink can.
Just a bunch of ball bearings pinging off of its legs.
Yeah. Bonus action. I want to.
What's the area on the ball bearings, by the way?
It doesn't give an area. Just I think actually yes it does. I think it says 10 feet.
10 feet,
Just
a 10-foot area.
10 foot
You grab it.
area, 10 feet on each side.
Yeah. So
Square
10
area,
foot
10
square.
feet on each side. And a creature moving across must succeed DC 10. And so basically I just want to cover
Or just like the 2x2.
the entrance. So that it's between the
So, like,
Perkipsky and
right
them.
here?
Yeah, right there.
We'll do orange, because that's
It's only a DC 10 dex save.
Preston's
but-
color. Where?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
Yep. So that's it. And
Sorry, what is that, Preston?
Ball bearings.
ball bearings.
So I don't. Okay.
They're like
DC 10 or get knocked prone if you enter the area.
yep. So I just take out a bag and just huck it at them.
You just spilled marbles everywhere.
Now with the
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I used them against the Yonti in another game. They
Yeah.
worked pretty well. So
with the bonus action, Shield of Faith is an action. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this one. So it's Shield of Faith, but is Shield of Faith a bonus action? Yes, it is.
Yes, it should be a bonus action.
And I have to touch range area, so I will cast it on Sere. As I'm kind of walking away, I'll kind of like take the glyph and cast it at Sere, using one of my blades to just kind of like float around and defend her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Then it is the mechanical construct's turn. And it turns and looks at Ezra, the only one that's attacked it outright. And it kind of raises one of its hands and its fist shoots out on this cable, rocketing towards you. So that is a...
what's the range on that?
It is a 35-foot range. Is that going to be able to get there?
Yeah,
35.
Oh,
Okay.
don't-
And it's going to step towards you.
Into the
So
ball
DC
bearings.
So does it move half speed to not go prone, or does it just take a full step?
It's just going to take a full step.
That's DC,
So it
DC
now has
10 dex.
DC 10 dex
Oh,
save.
come on, baby.
It hits the ball bearings and goes skittering and drops to one knee.
Yes.
So it's going to spend half of its movement to stand back up,
No. It only barely worked.
which is, I think that is. Yeah, you know what? We'll call that its turn instead.
Okay.
So
It's trying
it's
to
not going to be
aim.
able to get to Ezra, so it's just going to redirect towards Bolt.
Danger
He's the
rolls.
next one over.
Danger.
So here's the fist launcher attack on you.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm.
So
Grabs
you
your
are
face.
going to take-
That was a lot of dice.
11 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained as part of the grapple as well. And then it's going to use the other part of its multi-attack to reel you in 25 feet straight towards it. But it is still technically prone, so you will have advantage on attacks against it.
Can I attack while grappled?
You can attack while restrained. I think it's a disadvantage. So it just evens out because it is prone.
Because I have to use an action to break the grapple, right?
Yes. Yeah. And then it is Eve's turn, actually.
Okay, I will cast Bless on. I have 30 feet. So, Sari, Boat. Are you close enough?
20, 25, 30. No. Depends on what
You'd
square
have-
you're in,
you'd have
because you're
to
kind of on
move.
the line.
You could move over one square and then
Move over a
cast
square.
it.
Okay.
Ezra,
Okay, now I'm blessed.
you are blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
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 Wow.
And you're concentrating?
It's gonna bless you. I'm not gonna say wow.
Okay.
Then hop on
Darian.
Buddy Boy's back.
Okay. And then what does Darian do? Or what do you command him to do?
Say, Darian, charge!
Show us.
He's going to charge right through the...
Yep, we're just gonna
Like
gonna
hopping
hit
over, or are you gonna hit
just
the?
gonna go for it.
Go through the desk. Okay, so go ahead and make your attack with a +2. I'll just put her on the other side of the desk right now. We'll see if Darian hits the desk or not. I'm assuming you're going for the... Are you going for the
construct
giant or
or
the
the halfling?
Perkipsky?
Let's go for Perkipsky.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I can't. I have to go for him if I'm ramming.
Oh,
Because I have to go at
20
least
feet. Right.
20 feet.
Okay. So you will, so you'll just go right through. He'll just roll a strength save to see if he can avoid the desk being knocked out of the way. You send him sprawling, and he loses his grip on the item, which goes 20 feet the other direction.
That way?
So, yep. So
Okay.
move him 2 squares and knock him prone,
Table just.
and the table just gets pushed off to the side.
Okay.
Yep. And then you can hit the construct.
Okay.
charge.
You do enter the
Ball bearing.
ball bearing, so you have to make
I do.
that save.
Okay. So,
So give me the dex save first, just because you might be knocked prone.
DC 10.
You're good.
okay. And then... we're not gonna hit him.
You have advantage because he's prone.
He is prone.
Please. I rolled the exact same
It's
thing.
kind of metagaming, but
No, I mean that's just
She would be able to see
a
it.
reminder of the rules, right?
Using inspiration.
Okay.
Rolled a 2.
just
It did
Well,
nothing.
Meant to be.
Just not dusty.
Yeah, Darian slams into the legs of this construct, and the side of this construct, but it doesn't seem to do anything against its hardened steel armor.
This guy's
Well,
tough.
poop.
Darian.
That's okay.
It'll only be more satisfying when we bring him down.
All right, then Harrington is going to go.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yes.
Sure.
I
Unless
mean,
they're a pillow.
You and now Victor would know. You guys are big.
I'm tripping over things.
Yeah, is it hard? Do you feel like you have to relearn to walk now that you're 7 feet tall?
You know, honestly, I'm having flashbacks
no,
to
7 feet. 7 inches.
7 feet taller.
I'm having flashbacks to high school or junior high school.
He's
when I
all
was
Slender Man now.
4 feet tall with size 13 shoes.
You were,
That must've been
you were
rough.
Freaking
about
clown.
Yeah.
And I run.
size 9's for life.
Okay, so Harrington is going to stand up with half of his movement. You can all see this little bit of like a weird like shift in his visage again, almost like when you told him about the infinite sight. And then he's going to move the rest of the 15 feet. And he did make his save for the ball bearings towards the
ball.
towards the ball.
Okay, when he enters my reach, I'm gonna use a reaction
Okay.
to attack him.
I yell out, "Don't let him get to that object!"
And that's a bad roll.
Oh no!
It's like a 12.
Okay, he that is a miss. And he ducks underneath that, and he's
Actually,
going to.
sorry, I'm gonna use my inspiration too.
Okay.
Let's try that again.
Hit him with your butt.
Different die. 17.
17 will hit.
All right.
Alright.
I can dig it.
So let's see. What does Sarah do? She does
There's
this.
some-
She does this plus this.
So is he a half gnome?
We don't know what he is.
You don't know what it is.
No.
That's
He's going to be like a quarter gnome in a second.
He's one of those
that's
shapeshifters.
not on this roll.
Quarterling.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Yeah, you slice into his arm a little bit. And then... So he's going to continue on his way.
Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Yeah, he's
Yes, I do. With
As he
long
tries
sword.
to.
longsword.
Long
And
sword.
since she's mounted on
Well, unless she has something to
And
stop
12.
him, he still
12
does
misses.
his
Okay.
full movement.
Sentinel feet, I think, is the only thing that'll stop him.
Yep,
No.
so he gets that 15 feet.
So yeah, 5, 10, 15, right? Just there.
Yep.
Okay.
And all eyes are kind of like turning towards him as Bolt says, like, don't let him get the thing. At which point, like, his body just begins to, like, shift and change in all these weird different ways. So I need everybody within 30 feet,
Choose everyone except
everyone.
for Victor.
except for the golem, is going to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Now, remember, I have
Plus
the
4
aura
if you're
of...
within 10 feet
And
of
we're
you.
blessed.
And we're
Blessed.
blessed.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh, so...
And if there's
it
any
doesn't
AC, you
stack.
have plus 2
Ooh,
days.
nat
Oh,
20.
I forgot to
It
use
does?
my
Yeah, because bless
You've
is
got
different
bless,
than that
yeah.
plus 4
my
because
roll.
extra bless.
I might not have needed advantage to use my
Wisdom
inspiration, but
save?
whatever. Yeah, what was the save?
Yes, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20?
Natural
Okay.
20,
22.
22,
Decepticons.
Bad. 9.
9. Roll for Darian as well, please.
That's a 23.
23.
Same thing for Darian.
And so Eve and Darian are frightened for 1 minute as this thing just like morphs into horrifying, weird visages before returning back to normal. And that will be his turn this turn.
Go back to Terrordale.
Seredan, it is
He's not a
your turn.
dinosaur.
Okay.
Terrordale.
Yeah, that changed to add the P on the beginning there. That was literally just because of the high school joke, and I was like, I love it so much. And it seems like something the city council would do to be like, no, we're not like a weird evil place that
we're
that like terror.
Terrordale.
Yeah, it's a silent P. That's all.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action
Okay.
to... Let's see. Is it a bonus action? It is. To transform Craggy into the bindings of Norsurai.
Okay.
The chains. And then I'm going
Maybe
to...
someday we'll see the other ones.
So, I'm sorry. I am scared.
You are frightened.
Frightened.
Frightened, scared.
Yeah. Whatever.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Do I have to... I'm concentrating.
No,
Does that
doesn't
affect that?
That doesn't affect
Okay.
concentration. It just means that you cannot move closer to your target.
Okay.
When it's invisible range, and
Yeah.
you can't, you're at disadvantage whenever you can see
Frightened.
the source of your group.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
Disadvantage
say
to attack it.
It's
Do you think?
It's if you're in visual.
If you can see it, I think
A
you just
frightened
have
creature has
extra.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and you
So
cannot
it's like
willingly
move
you've
closer
always
to
got
the
one
source
eye
of
on the
your
dragon and
Yeah.
not focusing on
Okay,
something.
go ahead and give me that.
I mean,
first
that's just
attack.
smart
Okay.
combat.
I know, right?
That's
Should've done that
a 22.
22 will hit.
Okay. So that is oh, that's right. It's 2d6 for this now. So that's
Are you using glaive form?
13. No, it's chains.
Chains of
Chain.
Norsurai.
13 damage.
13, and then I'm going to grapple. Because in chain form, it says I can. In addition, when the creature is hit with the chain, the wielder may choose to force the creature to make a dex save equal to my spell modifier, which is a. Where's my spell modifier? My spell DC, I mean. Well, okay, it's charisma, so it's 4 plus proficiency is 7, so 15. DC of 15.
Okay, he does not make his save.
Okay, so he is grappled.
Okay.
Which just means that he has a speed of 0.
All right.
Nice.
And then I will make a second attack.
With the other side of the chain.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is
Somebody
cool.
somebody commented on one of the recent episodes about the fact you can still make a butt action with your chain.
That's
and
right.
It's like, that's a special rule that otherwise Colby would not be using any of the any of this.
One end's the spike and the other one's the ball.
That's right.
Trevor Belmont uses it.
It's a 30 to hit.
Yep.
They got spikes on the bottom of those.
So that's... Oh, no, sorry. It's 2d6.
This is more of a morning
for
star.
damage.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's...
flail. I don't know what you call it.
If it's on a chain, and you maybe do flail.
You rolled
15.
that with
He
your
calls it
advantage,
a
right?
morning star. but it's
no, I did
definitely
not.
a whip
Because he is
with
restrained,
It's
technically.
a long
I thought he was just
flail.
grappled.
Or grappled.
And that's not the same
That
thing,
isn't-
right?
okay,
So
yeah.
it just means that
Just
the speed is
lose.
0.
Okay. Yep, so 15 damage.
15 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay,
Whoop, whoop.
sounds good.
Solid.
I'm gonna... I'm not... Well... I'll place myself... Can I move and keep him grappled?
How long is the reach on a chain?
It's 10 feet is the range.
Yeah.
is
So
my-
as long
my
as you
reach.
stay within that
Within
10 feet. Yeah.
It won't really do me much good to move. In fact, though, I'll move one this way, so that
Okay.
if he breaks it and moves away from me, then I'll get an opportunity attack.
Okay, sounds good.
Solid.
Okay,
Nice. Nice
Sounds
turn.
good. Yeah.
that's it. So he's.
good turn.
I just,
Yep, you just
turn
wrap
craggy
the
into
chains around him
and
and he just
and then whip him with the other side.
Okay. That's Seredan, and then at which point a guard shows up.
Which one? Brad?
Yeah, we'll say Brad's here first.
Brad.
Yep.
Nothing to say here.
Yep, and he is going to. Actually, we'll put him on the other side. He's going to rush in around. He's going to go around the ball bearings. Thank you very much.
Can Darian roll to
where?
intimidate him as he walks in? Then he remembers. Oh no!
To there.
No, that was
Oh yeah, you're
Perkipsky.
right.
Yeah, to right there, and it's going to try and attack.
We're gonna let the
Seredan.
bounder loose.
The guy who's got his boss. And this is a duo attack because they are just wielding clubs. So the first one is a 9 to hit,
Yes.
and the other one is a 16 to hit.
Miss.
He says, "Welcome to the club," and then swing.
Welcome to the club.
Okay, and then that.
The
and then,
wait is long.
another guard comes in on the right
Girls,
side,
Get in first.
and he's going to go for bolt. Our duo of attacks with their club, and both of them are a 7 to hit. So
Miss.
they just come in and start swinging wildly. And then we've got another guard
Oh no.
that comes in on this end, and they are going to
Turgan.
They're going to go around the right side as well. That is
The bolt
that is a
again.
random chance. Yep.
Oh no, my friend.
And oh wow, both of those are 23s to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you will take damage for each.
I have an idea.
What?
Noel needs help.
Right in the butt. Right in the butt.
He doesn't have a butthole. It's fine.
He will when you're done.
8 damage each, so take 16 total
You're gonna heal him a butthole.
damage. Okay.
I'm coming, buddy.
And then it is Bolt's turn.
Hey, just break off a piece of it and then shoot it with your arrow.
That would be painful. That changed my plans a little bit.
So you are grappled still. Oh, they had advantage on you. Yeah, whatever. I'll give myself a luck die instead. An epic die.
Bolt's chest is gonna open up,
Okay.
and there's gonna be light that shines out of it. And I'm gonna use mirror image and create illusory duplicates
Nice.
for myself.
Okay.
So 3 of them appear in space.
And then you need to roll your.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So D20, right?
Yep.
So it was at a 3 when I started. Does that mean I have to roll a 4 or below, or a
you have
3
to,
or below?
You have to roll a 3 or below in order to trigger.
13.
13.
So it goes up to 14.
It goes up by 2, by the
Oh,
way, right now. But yep, so there's some couple of illusory duplicates of Bolt kind of weaving in and out now.
Kind of like magic holographic looking things.
Yep. Is that a bonus action or a regular action?
That
It's an action.
is an
It's an action.
action.
Okay.
So then done, I
Good.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah. They can't use a bonus to break grapple, so
Nope. You can't use a bonus or a move to break. Okay. All right, and then 3 guards come from the other end. So we're gonna go ahead and put them.
All right,
on
now we're
the
talking.
end there. What was one giant construct not good enough for you?
I mean, he's scary.
We're being sarcastic. Dallin just wants fodder for his exploding arrow.
I can't explode anybody over there, and now I can. I'm happy about it.
Oh.
And they're all going to move up 30 feet.
No!
It's okay, they're not splitting up yet.
They're gonna get the ball.
Okay. Yeah, and the halfling says, "Get that!" You know, he like nods to it. So the one in the middle is going to spend their turn moving up and grabbing the item
Okay.
in their hand. So now they have it. The other 2 are going to take their heavy crossbows, and one is going to go for Ezra, one is going to go for Victor. The one on Ezra is a 7 to hit. The one on Victor is a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
You should have put the AC bonus on yourself.
That's 5 piercing damage.
Not that I'm ungrateful.
True. There's new information now on the field that makes me regret my decision.
All right, and then we are
God.
back up to the top of the round with Ezra.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot this group of people. I'm gonna shoot the one who's
Got
holding
the item.
ball. Yeah. So that'll be with sharpshooter. That's gonna be.
Add your D4 for bless.
That's right. So that.
So put a red marker under the one
That is only a 10 to hit. Can I spend a luck point?
Yes, you
Spend a
can.
luck point on this. Oh my gosh, it's the same exact roll. So that one misses.
Okay.
The next one, oh my gosh, I'm not using that dice. That's 3 4s in a row. What the crap? I'm action surging now. This one is going to be. 15 to hit.
15 will miss. These guys
Okay,
get
have another
and my
epic die?
final attack.
You used bless.
Yeah, I used bless.
Do you have any more epic dice?
There we go. 20. So 25 to hit.
Okay, so that one will hit.
Goodness gracious. That's
That was with or without sharpshooter, by the
That
way.
was with sharpshooter. So that is D8 now. Right. Do it. It's been a minute. How do I play this character? D8.
Where am I?
Okay, so that will be 8 damage, but I am going to explode him.
Okay.
So that is going to be 7.
No, it was 18.
Oh, sorry, 18 damage. Right. I always forget to add my 10.
Sharpshooter.
It's the whole point of it. Yeah, and 7 more force damage as that explodes in a 10-foot. All creatures within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force.
Okay, yeah, so you just start like rapid firing these arrows. Most of them
burned
are
an
just
action
like,
surge, but
most of them are just like going wide, but then one of them hits and that kind of burst magic kind of causes him to stumble. He's going to try and hold on to that item. He does manage to hold on to it.
okay. And then the 2 in the back will
Takes
take
7.
Will take 7 damage.
Perfect.
Yeah, force damage.
All right.
And I guess I'll start moving. I don't want to, but I'm gonna get up close enough so I can help hold in a second.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Alrighty, then it is Victor's turn.
Right. I am going to click my heels. Get some extra movement speed.
Boots of speed.
And I'm going to move up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is my normal. I can do another 10. My question, if I want to try and wrest this from him, would this be an action? Or
It's
would
an
it be
action,
It'd be a full
to
action.
claim the item. Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna throw ice knife in his face as I come up to just like try and get his attention. So I'll just kind of like scoop my hand along the ground and like draw some of the moisture from the ground and just
Okay.
flick it on his face.
Sounds good.
That is a 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
And that is 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus,
Explodes.
it explodes, and they need to make a dex save of 13. These within 5 feet.
5.
Each creature within 5 feet. So these guys are.
Yeah, it'll just be the one.
Yeah, just the one.
He does make a save.
Okay.
So he takes half.
damage.
So I'll take half damage, so it's 2d6. 4, 9. So it's just
4.
not. So half of that. 4 damage. 4 cold damage.
Okay. In case they're immune to cold or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
These guards.
In the-
It's nice and chilly in the desert.
Oh, air conditioning.
Drop it and you might survive.
Is that an intimidation check that you're trying there?
Just reaction yelling at him.
Okay.
Unless it's allowed.
No, I mean it would have to be like a full action.
No, then it's reaction. Just me talking.
Okay, sounds good.
Smack talk.
Then it is the construct's turn, and it's got fists. It's got its fist around Bolt, and it is just going to bring its other hand down and just try and like smash you twice.
Kong.
Advantage here. So we've got a.
Did it stand up? Because I'm assuming.
Oh yes, it will take half its movement to stand up. In fact, it'll pick you up in the air as well. So you are now 10 feet in the air because this thing is 15 feet tall. Is what I thought.
Crap.
Yeah, what I said.
I'm gonna have to run and jump and
So
tuck you in the
that's
foot.
26 on the first hit.
Yep.
You're like a narwhal trying to.
Take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no!
And then the second hit is a crit.
Every time. Every time.
Sorry, man.
You are the tank, sir.
Worn out faces.
22 bludgeoning.
I
Why?
am
Preston?
unconscious.
No,
Okay.
he's unconscious.
Yeah, so it kind of just until and you're just kind of limp, and then so it just drops you. It'll just drop you to the ground.
He's dying.
It'll break that grappling and start turning its attention towards Seredan because Seredan has its owner, master, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Then it is Eve's turn.
We both got you. I'll cast Cure Wounds on Bolt.
Okay.
So no longer grappled and restrained.
No.
Just unconscious.
Yes.
And so is your concentration, would that drop? You went unconscious?
I didn't have any concentration.
With
Oh,
the
you
mirror
forgot to
images?
roll for your mirror images.
Yeah, you
sir.
should have your mirror images up still.
Oh!
That's right. His attacks
Yeah, they might have missed.
Might have
might
mitigated.
have
Okay, so that
targeted
is-
them instead.
You roll a
That's big.
d20.
Roll a d20 to determine whether the
And
attack.
if it's above a 6, above
So
an
I have
8,
3.
and then above 11.
Yeah. So I must roll a 6. So 19. So it
That
so
will
the
crush the
one.
mirror
So
image.
the first attack missed you. Then
Yeah.
destroyed
So
the
it
mirror
kills one
image.
of the.
So add what was that one? 12.
That was 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add 12 back. Are you conscious?
So I would be at 12.
Well, how many hit points did you
12 and
have
then
before
after
you
that.
went unconscious?
24. So I had 24, and then I got hit for 12, and then I had 12 again.
Okay.
So
And then
So
you got
then
hit for
you
like
hit
22
for
or
22,
something, and that just
yeah.
dropped you to 0.
So I would be.
so-
You're
I'd be
you're
at 12.
12 right now.
yeah.
Okay, 12.
And then,
And then
but then the
see-
second
And the
hit,
second one.
Yeah.
So second one.
You have to roll
now I
better
have
than
to
an 8.
roll an 8 or higher. Crit fail.
Okay, so you did
So you
take.
did
Yeah,
take-
so you
In
are
the
at
end,
12.
it doesn't matter.
But it still has you
But you
in its grip at this point.
You still have-
You're
You still have 2 mirror images, though.
So I would be at 2 technically.
2.
Two life. Because
2 hit points.
if I was at 24 and the first one missed,
And then you got
and the
hit for
second
22.
one was 22.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd be at 2 health.
2
yeah,
health. Yeah.
2 health points.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes him
Ouch.
10 feet in the air. By the way,
Rose Laurie.
do you want Darian to jump up
Thank you. I forgot all about that.
Yes.
so that you can make this attack? Okay.
This attack
Or,
of health.
yeah, healing attack.
I'm attacking you with so much health!
Why won't you take the health?
Yeah. Standing leap.
So
That's
you
what we're doing.
can- yeah.
Standing leap. And that's 13
Does
heals.
it go boing? And he jumps.
I mean,
Yes.
Eve says it under her breath. That's the command word. Boing, boing. Okay. So you got the health written down? Okay, cool. Anything else that you'd like to do on your
Sorry, how much? Did you do
12.
12?
No, 13.
13.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Technically, Darian can attack, like, on his way down, too, if you want
We
to.
can. Yeah.
So I'm still grappled then.
A kick.
Yes, you're still grabbed. You're still restrained. Yep.
Kick.
That is a 9.
9? Okay, yeah. Again, like, Darian is just kind of, like, bashing his horns ineffectually against this giant robot.
Is it making that, like-
Oh, yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, so this is a chance to escape the grapple from
Okay.
Mr.
15.
Perkipsky. He does escape the grapple.
Boo.
So he kind of, like, he struggles a little bit, and then all of a sudden you see his body, like, super elongate, and the chains just fall around it.
Okay.
And then he is going to move towards his
Okay.
guard.
I will
So you'll
take
take
an
like
attack of
going
opportunity when he gets here, I guess.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
my reach is 10 feet, right? So he has
Yep.
to get
Body.
away from me. I don't have advantage. on
I don't want to split Friday.
The guy.
The hunter.
So that's so close to a crit. If I would have
Hexblade.
hexblade cursed him, but I needed the bonus action to transform in his chains. Anyway, it's like a 31 to hit.
31 will hit.
And then that's for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I will try to grapple him again.
Okay.
Because it just says when I hit him with an attack, I can attempt to grapple him.
Look, die
At
potentially.
least you have a
I
plus
don't
1
need
to
to.
strength.
Okay. Yeah, he makes
that
his
roll.
save. So
Okay. So no
slips out
grapple.
of the way.
Okay.
And then he's going to continue on, and as he passes by the other guard, he goes, "Hand me the device," and the guard is going to hand it off to him, and he's going to move the rest of his 30 feet. Heading
So
that
he
way.
was 5, 10,
10,
15, 30.
Don't worry, I got
Okay. And he's running. He's got that kind of piece like clutched in his hands, and everything. So, Seredan.
Well, let's see. I could get there. I'd take an attack of opportunity, but I'm going to risk it. So I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and get right here.
Okay, they will take that attack. of opportunity.
Actually, I'll stay right here because I'll still be in range 10 feet. But anyway, this guy will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. And that is a 19.
Miss.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, he swings at you, and it just that dagger comes whirling around and
Yeah.
deflects the blow.
Okay, and then I will attack Perkipsky.
Okay.
And that is
Just split him in
a
With the chain.
Yeah.
He's going to be the Terminator.
fire.
27.
The end of it. The end of it.
27.
Is
27 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 14 damage.
14. Okay.
Nice.
Sounds
Like,
you,
boy to go.
like lash him in the shoulder. He's gonna try and he loses his grip, and that goes rolling 10 feet in front of him.
Second attack is the same, actually. No, 28.
Okay.
And for 11 damage.
Is this lethal damage?
No,
Okay.
definitely not. I want to continue interrogating.
Okay, so you crack him in the back of the head, and he goes tumbling down.
Okay.
And as he falls to the ground, you see that kind of body morph again.
Yeah.
And he elongates, and you can see that his skin is blue. He's got no face, or actually, it's kind of a pale white. But it does appear that he is a changeling.
I think he is a she, and I think she is a changeling.
Okay, and then I'm going to bonus action attack red.
Okay.
Oh, yikes, that was bad. Should I use? I still probably won't hit him. It's a 12.
12 will miss.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so Seredan is now in the middle of this.
It's like, hey guys.
Yeah, they're all like, "Boss!"
Welcome to the blender.
The orc, Brad, because now he's an orc.
Bradward.
Brad is going to charge forward, and he's going for Seredan, but he's going to just charge into Victor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Opportunity attack.
Okay.
Oh yes, finally.
So I'm not trying to metagame. I'm just
No.
kind of hard to see
I'm-
where
yeah,
the area
that's
is.
I'm not really paying
Tell
close
each other.
attention. 25.
25 will hit.
So he still gets there.
Plus.
Does Darian get one too?
Darian would technically get
Okay, 10.
10
Well,
damage.
Kicks with his
then
back foot.
Darian will do
If she's
a
mounted, I think they're one unit, right? Considered one unit.
The way that it's always a separate creature for me. Like,
That's fine.
yeah.
10 to hit.
Yeah,
Darian.
wizards. Come on, get your stuff together.
Okay.
Give us
a
actual
very
mount
great-
of
And then
very
it's going to
good
come up to
area.
Victor, and here is attack number 1.
No.
That's a critical failure.
Where is she in the saddle? We have a
Missed.
Missed.
And, yeah, critical failure is obviously a miss. And then a 16.
He hits, and I have it with uncanny dodge.
Okay, so you're going to have damage here.
Solid.
Make your concentration safe. Too.
For Shield
This
of
one's
Faith.
the shoes that aren't concentration.
I-
No,
but
it's
you're
your
concentrating
Shield
on
of Faith.
Shield of Faith for me.
Oh, you're right.
So take 2 damage. That's after the habit.
I rolled an 11. 11.
Just a glancing
On
blow
the
as you kind of like
save,
dodge.
plus 2, so it's-
You're not even looking towards him, you just kind of dodge out of the way, but it kind of...
So you're concentrating, or did you lose it?
No, he's
still
concentrating. I'm still fine.
Here.
Track it.
Sounds good. And then something else happens.
What?
More guards.
More guards show up.
More changelings.
Fireball.
Everything in here's a mimic.
Next time, don't put so many barrels and boxes in there.
They like to set a scene, okay? The tent itself is a mimic, and it just goes, oh.
Wave
This
of my
swallows.
magic wand.
And then we're in a mimic
Troubles will soon
dungeon,
be
which is
gone.
its stomach, full of miniature mimics.
The
Lots of gelatinous cubes in there.
the guard with the dagger up
That one.
grunts as an arrow sticks out of his shoulder from seemingly nowhere.
Good shot, Ezra.
Ezra, you're doing that other magic again?
It's like the show Wanted. You like spin the arrow as you shoot it.
And it goes, hey, pretty soon I'm getting that feat. It's coming up.
Oh yeah, the seeking
Curved-
arrow.
Yeah, a curved arrow.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, that's coming up pretty
yeah,
soon. Where
so
if I
that
miss, I can
is-
expect, nah, I succeed in it. Hit somebody.
Like time. It's like time magic, basically. Like rewind.
It has to hit a different target.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah,
Meant to do
It's a
that,
pretty cool
right?
feat.
Totally aiming for the
Yep,
person.
but yeah, you guys can't see where that arrow
He's
came
the last
from.
one running away. You just like hit an innocent bystander.
After what just happened, the guard with the flail is going to go, and he's going to move up and try and smash.
this guy?
No, the flail guard's over here. He's going to try and smash into.
Oh,
Um,
flail.
We'll do
Ezra?
one on Eve, one on Darian. So the Darian attack first is a 7.
Don't miss.
Okay, and then he's going to try and swing at you with a 9.
It just wraps around Darian's horn. Just
Yeah, Darian has better armor too. Remember, so he's got that. And then
which Cory finally got the Bounder stats up.
Oh yeah, go check him out on D&D
Description.
Beyond.
Put him in the description.
We'll put him in the description. Okay, write it down. Or that pre-edit Cory, write it down. Future Cory. The dwarf is going to move to Ezra and is going to make a pair of
He's going to
attacks.
do a grab walk sideways.
Was that your guy, or is that?
No, I think that might be
The highest
Is
of
that
which
Turgan or
is
Durgan?
a 14.
No, this is just some
No, so that's just a dwarf.
Okay.
That was actually I believe that was the dwarf that you guys fought in part of the Dragon Queen that Ari tried to 1v1 and lost to.
freaking Val. Oh, I can't remember his name. Val.
It was Varum.
Varum.
Knew it was with
I was gonna say Val Kilmer.
Yep.
Val Kilmer.
Still mad at that guy.
I freed him. He was
Chained up,
being held captive, and I freed him, and he ran away, and I chased him, and
and
he
then he stabbed him.
beat me up, and I did so much damage to him,
Mhm.
and I
But he
still
still-
lost. So mad.
I would
What a
like
jerk.
to try to break the grapple.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
You need to roll me an athletics or acrobatics check. So.
Break his ankles.
Athletics. That you got this. Still remember that.
I'm still mad about it.
We all remember it.
It's true. We tried to steal his tapestry.
17 is not going to do it for you.
No.
Dang, that's one tough.
Bless doesn't benefit ability checks, does it? It's
Oh,
just
saving
attacks and
throws.
saves.
Yeah.
It's just attacks and
I
saves.
mean, I guess it didn't
less
matter.
16.
anyways.
Okay. Yeah, you're still in the grapple.
Enough my action. I don't have anything for bonus.
You can temp hit points yourself.
Ooh, yes. Thank
You
you.
just start like vibrating in his hand. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a text message. Let me just pop open the internet.
It's Cas.
Yeah.
Hey, what you doing?
You up?
You up? Yeah.
He's got a pager.
Yes, 10 feet in the air. Now leave me alone.
He's got a pager now.
All right. All three of these guards are going to turn around and drop their flails, or not their flails, their crossbows in favor of the clubs, and just start wailing on Seredan.
You've got this, Sarah.
Do you have your little shadow thingy going?
No, I haven't had its turn to cast it.
Oh
I've just been making attacks. I was going to, but then I wanted to try and grapple
Yeah.
him, so I couldn't get to it.
The first is a 24.
Hits.
Yeah, I'm just going to record hits and misses here. The next is a 19.
Miss.
Okay. So it has to. Okay. Well, I know the. So that was 4, and there should be 6 total. Does a 20 hit? Okay. And so 2 hits.
Okay.
Only. 14 total bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And again, it's just like it's just like 3 people with pool cues circling around a zombie beating him while Don't Stop Me Now from Queen plays in the background.
Stop me now.
Yeah.
I'm having such a good time.
Having
I'm having a ball.
Everybody.
My favorite Queen song, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a fan of Dragon Attack myself. It's not a hit. It's a deep cut, but it's a good deep cut.
Mine's Fat Bottom Girls.
That's a good one.
That's a good.
My dad used to play it on the
That's
radio, like he'd crank it up and then roll the windows down.
All right, I'm gonna take an opportunity attack. I need
It's
to
the
not
one
be at
song
disadvantage.
That is an 8 to hit.
That'll miss. Okay, I'm gonna shoot the big robot and tell him to drop my friend.
Okay.
With sharpshooter. And this
Gonna shoot so many arrows it spells out drop. Bolt.
14.
14 misses.
Come on. 17.
17 misses.
Damn.
This thing is hardy.
It's probably like Drax.
Hardy har.
Guess I'm gonna have to stop using sharpshooter next time. Well, shoot. I guess that's it. That's all I'll
Okay.
do.
No bonus actions that you want to do.
I don't think so. Let me check really quick. No, I'm good.
Okay, Victor.
I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
All right.
On myself using my performance points. I am going to essentially this is going to give me a movie speed, an additional 30 feet. So I'm going 70 feet at this point. And I don't provoke opportunity attacks. So right as I'm leaving, I'm going to turn to the guy and be like, you know, it's very rude when I'm already engaged in a dance with another for you to interrupt, and I'm going to kick him in the nuts.
That took longer than 6 seconds. Just saying that.
That was like 4.
So are you activating the Zephyr Strike with the attack? Because I think it lasts until you make an attack, right?
Yeah.
Or is it after you make the attack?
It's
think you can
once
choose.
before the spell ends, you can do an attack on that turn, and it'll do an additional 1d8 force damage.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going to kick him because I can't do as much damage. I'm going to use my knife.
Yeah.
I'm going to stab him.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna kick him with your
Boot knife.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be... Let's see, that's on the 8 Cinder Heart, so that's 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Yes.
Alright, and he's within...
Which one?
It's
Which one
the...
did you grab?
I'm going to hit the one with the red.
Okay.
red boy.
And that's 11 piercing,
11 piercing.
plus a
Ouch.
sneak attack of 3d6. So that's an additional 12 damage.
Okay.
He took 23 crotch damage.
Yeah, he's definitely like.
So I
doesn't
kind of stab him, and then I'm basically going to do like this really like sing-songy, dancey, like think like Quicksilver from
Oh, yeah.
X-Men, and I'm just gonna go over and scoop it up.
Okay.
And
Alright.
use, let's see, so that's
You now have that in your hand.
15, 20, 25, 30,
The thing.
The
40, 45, 50,
Piece of bowl.
55,
So
60. Let's just go
so
up to the ball.
basically, if you take
try and take
any
cover.
damage you're going to have to roll a dexterity saving throw
To see if it.
Yep, until you secure it, right? Because you just picked it up as a bonus
I
action.
scooped it up.
Yep,
As a free action.
as a free action. Yeah, your interact object, whatever. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
And then this giant construct is going to continue to try and squash the the smaller mechanical construct inside. This time he's just like pinching his fingers to try and like pick the right you.
This little piggy went bargain.
So this is that's going to be another crit. So
Come
let's
on.
see if it hits.
8 or better.
8.
Okay, he just one of the illusions is destroyed,
He critted an illusion.
and then the next one is going to be a
Does it make like a whoopee cushion sound when he hits it?
28.
28 hits, so it's 11 or better,
Running
right?
or better, come on. Oh. Too bad Bless doesn't work with that. That'd be awesome.
Oh, and their AC is crap. It's like 10
Yeah.
And plus your
checks.
dex mod, which for me is
Yeah.
11 total, so.
11 damage.
Ooh.
Put you at 1, right?
Nope.
Oh,
Because you got healed.
that's right.
And I had temps.
And temps. Had temps.
I had temps. Yep. I no longer have them.
So, do you still have one mirror image left?
Yeah.
They're all gone.
Oh, no, you have
No,
one.
he didn't hit that last
He
one.
didn't.
Oh,
The
yeah,
last
yeah,
one.
I go. Yep,
You got
you're right.
one left.
We just need to roll an 11 or better for him to hit it.
And that is his turn. Okay, Eve. It is your turn.
Get a turn again.
You get a turn again.
What is this thing? Called a turn.
Pirouette.
A turn in this economy?
Okay, I will attack with my longsword.
Okay. Who are you attacking?
The
Flail?
Construct or flail?
Or-
construct.
Okay.
Use your old steel piece.
I doubt that hits. 15.
15 misses.
And yeah,
Is it
a
beefy
22.
A 22 will hit.
Alright, finally.
And
We know we gotta at least
do
do
this
that.
with smite too. Let's
Okay.
at least get something going here.
Your weapon isn't a magic weapon, is that correct?
It is not.
Okay, so I'll need that damage separately because he is resistant.
Okay. Seriously.
2 or 1.
Plus the plus.
3. So yeah, 5.
5.
This is 2.
Is this a magic or non-magic?
Non-magic. Okay, and then give me the smite damage.
Smite. Um, 10.
10. Okay. Finally, something like cleaves through. You kind of chip a good slash into the leg.
Okay, metagame question.
Sure.
After seeing her attack, would we have noticed that non-magical is not seeming to hurt as much, or are we still kind of in the dark there?
Because the smite is on top
Part
of
of-
it's hard to tell.
Okay.
If it were just the longsword attack, you probably could have told,
Okay.
realized that. So not at this time. Okay, anything else Eve would like to do?
No, but she'll command Darian.
Try again, buddy.
You can do it, little fella.
If you can dream it, you can
Nope.
do it.
He cannot.
He's just an animal. Okay, Seredan.
Okay. I'm going to take a swing at red. That's a 27 to hit
27 will hit.
for 16 damage.
Yep, you smack him down.
This is lethal.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
care about these guys.
Oh, speaking of which, I had to roll a destiny throw. Okay, we're good.
And then I'm going to take a swing at dagger.
Okay.
Dagger up.
Dagger up.
Dagger up.
Dagger up.
Yikes. That's
It's like suit up, but put a lot of daggers on it. That's what the
I'm gonna try.
does or whatever.
Wing wing.
Knives out.
That's a 16 to hit.
16 will miss.
Okay. I used an epic die for that.
Okay.
And then bonus action. 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. Oh, this is just a d4. 6 damage.
6 damage.
And I will try to grapple him.
That's a dex save. He does not make his save, so he's
Okay.
grappled.
So he's grappled for
Yep.
whatever that's worth.
Okay. Cannot move.
How many help can I ask? How's your health?
I'm looking pretty bad.
I should have healed you. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
10.
Okay.
Death awaits you
He
all.
has
His battery bar
oil
says 10%.
leaking out of his.
Actually, it's less than 10%.
No, you're like Baymax.
With your lay on hands.
Low brow.
Yeah.
So it's going to be better than your
Oh, furry baby.
because it's just you can heal for.
Brad is
however
going to
much
move
you
up
want.
and attack
Yeah.
Seredan. And that is a 21 to hit total.
It's
He used that epic dice that I saved.
Was he in
Yeah,
range?
he was in range. Opportunity attack.
I think he was just right here, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was like right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you sure?
You
So-
made an opportunity.
You already
attack
made
on
an
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, but I will
You
take
get
a
to.
reaction
Mhm.
attack as
Yep.
he approaches.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, yeah. And
Obviously.
Oh, jeez. Wow. A 1 and a 1.
Yep. No.
So unless a 10 hits.
Universe is
Nope.
angry.
Well, I mean, it's a critical fail, so.
Fail. Yeah. So take 10 damage from him just coming in. The second attack misses.
Got blindsided.
Ouch.
And then it is. Another arrow hits Dagger up. For yeah, good chunk of damage. Yeah, that one's like right into the knee, and the guy like lets out a cry of pain.
I used to be an adventurer.
Okay.
Arrow to the knee.
And then
She's like,
okay, so now you can see a figure at the edge of the tent. Now that you guys are looking, she is she's wearing kind of a cloak and a hood. Just put her far on the left on that entrance side. Yeah,
she
right there.
looks way cool.
She appears to, as like the cloak kind of billows around her, she's got this long bow that looks like it's just like a hunk of metal that's been like bent and kind of this like thin wire on it. And then she is wearing a bunch of what look to be just like random scrap metal plates, including one that has like it looks like it used to belong to a construct, and it's got like a face mask on it. Like, yes, it was like nobody shoots arrows but me.
We hold the market share here with arrows and daggers.
The flail guard is going to try and hit Eve,
there's only one archer legend in this realm.
highest of which is a 16.
Miss.
Okay, the dwarf, seeing no other, no, he's just going to move up to Ezra. He's going to keep pursuing that archer.
Following me!
Wait. Was he within
No.
range
No,
of me?
he
He
was
was just
he was
outside.
5 away.
Just want to hit someone.
16 is the first,
That will miss.
and then a 20.
We've talked about this.
That will hit, but I'm going to use my shield tattoo thingy.
Oh, nice. You're going to activate shield.
I don't remember what it does. It reduces damage. It's in this
Yeah.
book. The fighter tattoo.
Should be in your book as well, or in your.
Yeah, I printed you on.
Thank you. I didn't know you did that. It does a thing.
Does the thing.
Does.
Where is it? Right there. Nope, that's splinter shot.
Oh, maybe I forgot.
I don't see one. Oh,
You were supposed to.
I was supposed to.
I bet you. Is
okay.
it on
Just
the
add it to the list. That's okay. Okay.
Okay. I think it just gives
I
you.
think
like
it's a
bonus.
D6.
Or it reduces.
It reduces damage. Yeah, I think it's a
something of fighter.
yeah. The fighter's tattoo is what it's called. Is this in alphabetical order? How does this work?
Yeah, it's got a budget. So I think it's got a legend in the back.
Yeah, we'll have to go. Okay, back that's still stuff.
I don't want to
Maybe not.
It
I want to
was
say
under-
it's just a D.
Pretty sure it was under arm
It's
tattoos.
number 42.
Number 42. That was on the online one though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Rogues, Rangers, Sea King. That's a weird.
I don't know if I ever should have. This was the when I was making Victor,
Oh,
the original whatever artwork I saw online.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Fighter
No,
tattoo.
just
There.
If I
imagine
have some
him
in there.
in
It's on page
Daisy
73
Dukes
for future
and-
reference.
Daisy Duke's too long.
6 charges while the tattoos applied to your skin. You can spend 1 or more charge to cause this tattoo to extrude from your skin and shield your body. In response, reducing the damage by 1d8 per charge. It regains 1d3 plus 1 expended charges daily. So I'll expend 2 charges to give myself 2d8.
Okay.
Here.
How many charges does it have?
6.
Cool.
So I have 4 left.
Okay, go ahead and roll your reduction. I'll tell you the damage.
5.
That's exactly how much damage.
Oh,
you did.
nice.
So yeah, you bring your tattoo together, and it just creates this magical like orange barrier that the club smashes against and lets out a spark of light.
Orange Wakanda.
That was a bonus or my reaction.
That was your reaction. Yep. And that was the second attack that hit. So that is the end of the dwarf's turn.
Didn't you get a tattoo as well?
No, nobody else did.
Okay,
Bolt, it is your turn.
I'm going to stop trying to struggle, and I'm just going to hold my hand up and magic missile him right in the face.
Go. How much damage?
So that is 3 of them, right?
Yep.
D4 plus 1.
3 times.
What's up? Must
3d4
be down.
plus 3.
No, it's 1d4
Yeah, you
plus
just roll
1 for
one.
each magic missile that you do.
I mean, technically there's 3, so it's 3d4
There's 3
plus...
unless you
Yeah.
cast it
Oh,
higher.
yeah. So I only cast level 1.
Okay.
So that is 5 plus 4.
9.
12. 12 total
12
damage.
damage. Okay. And then if you wouldn't mind rolling for your cavity.
Yes. My cavity.
Yep.
18. So,
18. Okay.
so I'm
It
at
goes up by-
7 now.
Yep. It goes up by 2.
What do
But yeah, you
what
just-
did what do you have to hit?
So if I get a 7 or below now, it'll trigger, and then I roll a d6, and Cory's got a list of
Sweet ability.
Yeah, so you just like hold your hand up and 3 rusty red bolts just smash into just tiny
They're-
bolts.
they're shaped like actual bolts, and they just
Nice. And you all hear that like ringing the bell kind of clanging. Okay. Then it is.
Can I take a bonus action to drink a potion? Healing?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of you have one hand free, so I suppose you can. You're just like out of the arm. Potion.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I know you bought a bunch.
Oh, there they are. I just
While
couldn't see them.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna make a bunch of attacks against you.
2d4 plus 2. Yeah, not bad. Almost max.
Looks like 2 hits and 2 misses.
Okay.
So I drink one and I get 9.
Nice. For a total of 19 bludgeoning damage.
I am unconscious.
Finally bring you down. The one is no longer grappled because you can't maintain the grip on it. And so they are both going to move up to Victor, or as close as they can with their 30 feet of movement.
Good, 30 feet of. Oh crap.
Okay.
How many times we gotta teach you this old lesson?
This is old lesson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Old
Ezra.
lesson, tall man.
Alright. Gosh. I'm
Making
back.
the-
Take an opportunity attack.
Away
from me, dwarf.
10.
I'll miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the big guy. Again, without sharpshooter this time.
Do you say get away from the door and then like flip your hair?
Yeah. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright.
I just kind of imagine him as Jason Momoa.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Don't forget your blast, by the way.
13 damage.
13 damage.
And another shot.
And then you do not. Oh, you do have a magic bow. So
Yeah.
Mm,
This is a splinter
Yeah,
shot.
yeah, my bow is technically.
yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm for the sake of like magic resistance, I am going to consider that
Okay.
magic.
Cool.
That's
The next one is a 29 to hit, which I should have freaking used sharpshooter.
Yes.
Now. Whatever.
Both times, right?
Oh, and I
Yeah.
can add that too, but whatever. Sweet. So that is going to be 14. Nope, sorry. That's not right. 12 damage.
Well, okay.
And try to move away from this dwarf some more. Okay.
Back up onto the table
Just running around.
How long is he half unicorn?
until he uses all of the abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely like, as he's running, he's firing, and like that hair is flowing, and he's just 2 shots now that he's focusing on.
It goes in
not-
slow motion every time, and my hair's like.
Little Legolas.
You know how when they shoot stuff and the hair like goes past? Your hair does that, but on your own arrows, like it sucks it forward.
Yeah, slow motion.
So awesome.
Then it
sparkles,
is
too.
Victor's turn.
All right.
Sparkly.
Hello, gentlemen. You would like to dance? Let me introduce you to my ice knife.
So this is a ranged spell attack, right?
It is.
That is.
So that's with disadvantage because you're within 5 feet.
It's against. Which one is the one that shot me? Because I have advantage against him. For my red or ruby wing. The one that shot me with the crossbow.
The last one to deal damage to you.
Yeah.
That would be on the left.
Okay. So that's the guy I'm gonna use.
Do you make a pun like ice to meet you or something like that?
You have not.
Knife to meet you?
I've totally forgotten about that specific ability. Just
Because I've never used
yet.
it. And blessed, does that work for attack rolls or not?
Attack. Yeah.
It does. Okay. So that's going to be 16 to hit.
16 will miss.
And then I will use my inspiration.
To reroll. Okay.
Even worse. Okay. But they do have to make a dex save still. So the initial damage, right?
I
Because
think
it
it's
hits.
only if it hits. Then it explodes.
Create
and
a,
have to
you
make
fling it at one creature within range, make its range spell attacks against target. On a hit, target takes that hit or miss. The shard
you're right.
explodes.
Okay.
So 2d6 cold damage. So they need to make a dex 13 save.
The one on the left does not make their save. The one on the right does.
Okay. And it's 2d6. So it's going to be 1, of course, 4 cold damage.
4 cold on left and right.
2.
2 on right. Yeah.
And I think that's
Okay.
all I have there.
All right then. The construct goes next. See if we can finally pop that Warforged. The first one is a 25.
That hits, and I did not get it to work.
Okay. 10. Are you still conscious?
I'm still conscious.
Okay. Second attack.
Put me down.
Come on.
Is
Can I use my bonus action to disengage and use my movement
yeah.
to run?
16 to hit.
That meshes.
Okay. That all steel shield finally like comes up and blocks. He's continuing to try and like pinch you.
30, 35, 40. Ezra, on your left!
That's my right.
On your right! Incoming!
Okay. All right. And then that's all he's gonna do. Eve, it is your turn.
If you want to just hold on to it.
Yeah,
Over there.
I'm just doing this in front of me. I'm just like,
Can you take a bonus action and stash it or something?
I could. I just wanted to get away from him with my disengage. I don't want to put it in the bag of holding because I don't know if it's going
If
to be like.
Darian jumps,
create a
does that
interplanar hole.
create an opportunity attack?
To get up to Bolt, you will
Yeah.
be leaving the threatened area. Yes.
You could jump on
We'll do
top
it
of
anyway.
him.
I'm unconscious.
We're gonna go to Sari.
Good luck, Bolt.
It's pretty close.
Okay. So you will take two opportunity attacks in that case.
Yep.
Can I retcon something a little bit and do another bonus action? Oh, I can't. I use my bonus action. Never mind.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Yeah. So here's the attack from the guard first, which is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And then from the big guy is a 10.
Miss.
Okay. It tries to kick at you as you
What's your speed?
leave.
Well, Darian is
Yeah.
Very
you got
40.
there. Yep.
50.
50.
Okay, let's do some lay on hands.
Okay.
Actually, you have to go.
No, right
Yeah,
there.
right there. Because Sarah's technically. That's cool.
Yep.
And so let's give you 20.
Not up.
I'm just turning it over.
Okay.
She's face down for.
Got it.
Can Darian, since you moved, did you move far enough for Darian to
Charge.
Kick that guy
Charge?
into the chairs.
It would just be a charge. It wouldn't be like a side swipe or anything like that.
Like walk up and like
Yeah.
poof, like a horse kick to the
Yep. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Leg tears ACL. That's horrible. Leg injuries are just not fun.
So that is a 22.
That'll hit.
In multiple what if.
Finally, Darian's like,
That'd
an opponent. Our battle will be legendary. Darian versus Brad.
So that's 3d6 then. Yeah?
Yep. 'Cause of the
Nice.
extra damage.
Good roll.
14.
Woo!
Okay.
Is he knocked prone?
And yeah,
Strength save.
He is not prone.
strength save. DC 13.
He does not make his save. He is knocked prone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Darian, you finally did something right. Just kidding, I love you.
Sarah,
Don't
just
worry, I won't let it go.
you just roll over next to him and just go, hey, stab.
Well, it is Brad's. No, it is Seredan's turn before.
Yes.
Yep, Brad.
She gets back up and she's like,
Just starts punching. at nothing.
Mustang.
and seeing the prone Brad lying next to me, I will whip.
Get him.
I will whip it. That's a 28,
28 will hit.
Real good.
And you nene.
and that's
Hey,
Dang it, I should have. Whatever. So that's for 10 damage,
10 damage. Okay.
Nice.
and then second attack is a crit.
Nice.
So that's gonna be. Wow. Okay, that's better. 16 damage.
Okay. And that was maxing and then adding the roll.
No, thank you. Okay, I forgot that we do that. So I'll just re-roll because
Yep.
one set of rolls was really bad and one set was really good.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 12 plus 10, so 22 plus 5, 27.
27.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm assuming this is lethal damage. correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You stab into Brad and never let another Brander live is what I'm getting.
That's right.
Bradner.
And then
Radner.
I'm going to. Man. Stupid. As a bonus action, I'm going to start running up on. Hold me up here, so 5. Oh, wait, I took
Bonus?
15 to stand.
Mhm.
So I guess it's just 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action use Hexblade's Curse on the construct.
Okay.
And that is my
Is that a
turn.
concentration spell?
No. That's it.
Okay, cool. Next up is, well, Brad's dead, so there is...
Archer lady?
Yep, Archer Lady. She's going to fire off a couple shots at the Dwarf specifically.
You have to take a look at that when you get a moment. Like, it printed the ultra thin bow.
The string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's cool.
I was surprised it succeeded.
And
As
one of them
they don't even
hits.
bother to
Mhm.
swim around.
These...
It'd be cool to get some, just get some like fishing ones.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Just like do a little dab of glue right there.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Hits the dwarf, and he goes stumbling forward a little bit. Again, she's getting like shoulder shots and everything off.
Sarah does, as she's running past you, say, "Thanks, Evie," as she's running towards the construct.
Anytime.
The guard with the flail is going to charge forward at Seredan because he's rushing.
Oh, I make an opportunity attack because he.
Yep. So he gets in range.
Oh, I don't have advantage. That's good. 24.
24 will hit.
And so this is 9 plus 5, so 14 damage, but
14.
I'd like to grapple him
Okay.
when he gets here.
he critically fails. So
Nice.
yeah, you stop him. Like you,
So he
you
doesn't,
goes around the
he
leg.
doesn't get up to me.
and just like hold him there.
Nice.
Goes around the leg and then the poof, right
Yeah.
in the nerds.
Yep. What was the damage on that? Sorry.
There's a lot of. hitting
Sorry, it
people
was
the Knight of
with
Nards.
the
14,
Nard
14
Knight.
damage.
Night of the living.
Knight of the Dead.
So that does that for that, and then the dwarf is going to charge at Victor.
Thanks, Vicky.
You come at me, I hope you know the steps.
The first one is an 8,
Paso doble.
and is a 7. So he does not know the steps. He just swings wildly at you like a maniac.
And then I might use my cape like a...
Yeah.
Ole!
Conquistador.
Matador.
Matador. Yep, that one.
One conquers, the other one is rude to bolts.
I mean, he conquers bowls.
Yeah, true. Bolt.
Or he dies. It's your choice.
There's no in between.
Bonus action to get more temporary hit points.
Okay.
Those temps have saved you.
Yeah. I'm gonna just put me down. Put me down as I magic missile him in the face again.
Please.
Go ahead and make a history check one with that as well, please. What's your...
Yeah. Let's roll those. So history, not great. 10.
10? They're looking a bit more familiar than
Do I
you
get this
remember.
for a skill check?
For
No, saving
no.
throws.
Yep. And then what's the damage on the magic missile?
10 total.
10.
10 total.
Okay. They do not immediately put you down despite your demands. But they are looking a little like something's a little off about this construct, and you're not quite sure. You can't
Okay.
quite put your finger on it. So,
That's why I'm shooting magic missiles. I can't put my finger on it.
and then the two with the daggers are going
I
to
feel like I'm fighting a Titan from Attack on Titan. I think.
the two dagger ones are going to move over.
Yeah, get the
Can they
name
move
of the
30 feet towards the archer?
Yeah.
10, 15, 20,
Okay.
25. Yep. They can.
Okay. And they just start swinging at her, but none of them. They're
They
terrible.
whiff it.
Yep, they are. She's just like
Whiff it.
ducking
Whiff it,
and wheeling
whiff
around
it.
him, using the cloak in much the same way to kind of like appear like she's somewhere else. It's not quite like a displacement or anything like that, but it's just like she's just using it skillfully.
It's the height of a displacer beast.
That is called a displacement cloak. There is actually a magic item for it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It is really cool. And then it is Ezra's turn.
All right. I'm gonna, in a moment of desperation, switch over to my +2 arrows. So I'm grabbing the broadheads. Let's take them down, and I'm
Okay.
shooting with sharpshooter this time.
Don't forget your balls.
Oh yeah. So that's, here we go. 23 to
23
hit.
will hit.
All right. For 11 damage.
Plus 10 for your
No,
sharpshooter.
11 total
Oh.
damage.
And you added,
You also
So
get
plus
your,
my plus 7, so 18.
and did you add the +2 for the bolt?
20 damage. Why do I suck at this? 20 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely like smash into one of his shoulders.
Nice.
All right. Another shot.
Just have a thing against shoulders today.
Yep, I do. Hey,
Preferate
so
him.
what's going to be 29
29 will hit.
for, there we go. 18,
just add 19.
9. What?
Add 19 to whatever you roll.
Okay, so that is 26.
Okay. Yeah, so the construct falls to its knees as your other bolt hits it, and it just drops. Not bolt, your arrow. It drops bolt, and then just kind of like rocks back and just kind of, you see the eyes kind of flicker and shut off.
Do I land prone or not?
Roll me an acrobatics check.
5.
You are prone.
Sorry about.
Oh, and technically you do fall 10 feet, so take 4 bludgeoning damage.
You
That'd
landed.
be funny if that's enough to kill you.
No, it would not be funny.
You
It'd be
landed.
thematic.
You hit the ball bearings.
Is it
that's what
considered
was.
to have died
It is.
for the sake of my hexblade
Yes, it is
curse?
unconscious.
So I healed.
All right.
I didn't get to any other benefit from having curse on it, but I'll take the 9 points.
Okay. And then it is... Ezra, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
We can
I'm
go ahead and
good.
remove the culture from the battlefield. Or just bring it down, yeah. And then it is... Victor.
Okay.
Quick.
I will take one of my daggers and I'm going to attack him with Ensnaring Strike to make a strength save of 13.
Okay.
And I'll
Does
say,
not make the save.
strong are the ties that bind me and my friends. You stand there while we kill you. And the vines are just going to spike out of his back.
So is that on a successful attack, or is that just...
Sorry, yes, you're right. Semantics. That's a total... So it's my 16 plus the 8, so it's going to be 24.
Yeah, that'll hit. And so the ensnaring strike goes off. He does not make a strength save.
Okay, and that's 10 damage. No one else is in 5 feet of him, so I can't do the other one. And I will pour in the daily fire burst of 2d10 with Cinderhearth.
Okay.
So that is my 10. So that's 14 additional damage, so 24 total.
Okay. He is still up. And then what does it ensnaring strike do? As he...
He is not restrained. That is... I believe... restrained.
He is restrained.
He is
Okay.
restrained, and he'll take 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of his turns.
Okay. And can he save out of it at the end of each of his turns?
Yep.
Okay.
Same DC 13.
Oh,
and he can do it at the end of this room.
There's that. And then, unless you have anything else, Eve.
Okay, so I'll move to this fool and attack
This
him with advantage, right?
No, just it's
Okay.
she's grappled.
Oh,
Just
okay,
can't
just
move.
grappled. Okay. So that is a 17.
17 will hit.
So for 7.
7 damage. Okay.
Second attack is a 15.
15 will miss.
Okay.
Okay. And then Darian.
Darian, how far away am I from that dwarf?
25.
25. But you will take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay.
We want to charge.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Form the line.
Yeah, being heavy armored, right? Right up into the side of that tent.
12.
12 will miss. Okay.
Darian.
I'm trying.
He like ran and then he saw Victor and was like, candy.
You want the sugar bomb? You're in a hairy situation here.
Is that a
Seredan.
rapid fun?
Okay, I am going to use my bonus action to end the chains of Noserai early,
Ooh.
which causes any grappled creature to take 4d10 psychic damage.
Nice.
As they are
As they're
assaulted
basically like...
by
as
the
it, like,
presence
rips.
of the choir reforming around them.
Okay.
So I just kind of rip the chain off.
You
And
sever
you hear this
their
like
soul.
screech. So that's 27 damage.
Yeah, it literally, like, you can see it pull the soul out,
Yeah.
and it just like, forms into a crack in the...
Another member
And
for the
crumples.
choir.
And Sarah gets a little nostalgic about, oh, I remember when I used to suck people's souls into the darkness. Those were good times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So yeah, she'll move. Well, you guys look like you got that under control. Well, but I can't get... I can't get there, so I'm going to go here. And attack. Yeah, but there's 3 of you. 4 plus Darian.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
1 dwarf.
I'm just kidding.
Alright, I will attack.
The Avenger scene
This guy.
wakes up.
Yeah.
Just like
That's
That dwarf is like, I'll have that drink now.
24
24 will hit.
hits himself with his own club.
Oh, come out.
for, 11 damage.
That's enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Clunk.
Conk.
Lunk.
And then I have an extra attack. And I'm really tempted to make it on this dude just in case he's awake, but I'm not going to. I know, because if he's failed death saves.
Lady Hawk these guys.
But I am watching him.
Lady Hawk.
Wooden.
Recently did one?
I have. It's been like
He
25
throws
years.
it, and then he pins the guy to the.
I don't
the
think
priest?
I can throw my chain.
It's
Oh, it's not a chain.
It's not a thrown
It's not a
weapon.
chain,
It's
remember?
glaive
You changed
again
it.
now, remember?
You can change it whatever you want.
But no,
you
you
transferred
cannot
it
throw your
random.
glaive.
Oh.
Like, well, you could. It's just going to be like disadvantage.
Well, and it's pretty far away.
It's not a thrown weapon.
More of a lob.
Turn it into a shuriken.
One does not throw the choir of the crags, sir.
Boomerang.
One drinks out of them, but one does not throw them.
And turns them into fluffy tutus.
There's very complicated rules around.
The archer is going to disengage and move away, and get out of sight.
Coward.
You were just telling her to stop shooting your targets. She's simply doing what you've asked.
She's running from
Bolt.
fight. Dishonorable.
I'm gonna get up, and then I'm gonna move over towards Victor. About
Okay, you have an action if you want to double move.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sunshine.
Can I see the item?
Sure.
So the other two guards, as the item is heading towards you, the other two guards are going to see the situation. And they're going to book it.
No, I'm gonna turn and shoot him.
Yeah, Ezra, go ahead and make an attack. You're making a pair of attacks.
If he misses,
Okay.
I'm gonna do my Zephyr Strike.
17.
and
17 hits.
All right.
I'll use my
Explode,
Zephyr Strike
roll
if he
both.
misses.
Explode him! Explode him!
And that is a 27.
Okay.
Damage.
And those were with sharpshooter, by the way. So the first is a. I'm not using my +2 arrows. That's a waste. So that is 16 plus
Takes out
5
one.
more. Okay, and then
Dagger up.
that's going to be 19 for the other one,
19 damage. Okay.
and that's that.
Yeah.
Do you have
he's
any
still-
more? You don't
he's
have any
still
more
up.
magic
So
arrows?
I explode him.
Or grapple him. Do the chain. Sorry, it's metagame.
Just blow him up.
Okay. Might not be enough
for
damage.
another 5 force damage.
You let him
Still
get
up.
far enough. I cast a
do the
Zephyr.
chain thing.
I cast a Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
I still have my boots clicked, so that's 70 feet.
Yeah, so he tosses the device towards you and then zooms over.
Hold that thought. Be right back. And then
Escape.
I just want to come up behind him and stab him in the back of the knee.
Okay.
I don't know.
Make
I
your
just
attack.
don't want him to go tell more guards or something.
I'd say he's frightened enough that you can have it with advantage on this attack.
That's a 19 to hit. And
19
I'll
will
roll
hit.
again just to see if I get a crit. Nope. It's 26.
Yep.
So that's going to be just 9 damage.
You get your sneak attack.
No one's within. Oh, I haven't hit you, right?
Yeah.
Plus 11.
So 20.
Yeah, that's enough. You just full on like.
And then I want to grab it. It's going to be like a subtle kill, so I want to and kind of put my hand around him and kind of shuffle him back in.
Bring it back in.
Through the tent flaps.
You do notice that there doesn't appear to be anybody else around.
Okay.
Everybody else is, run off.
So I'll cast his body somewhere.
So
around.
as you're doing that, Bolt, you catch the item, and of course you have to have a vision.
Ooh! My vision!
You are standing on the deck of an airship. Greatest treasure. Not the greatest treasure. It's a different airship. And specifically, you're kind of looking out. You're poring over some maps, some navigational charts, and a large figure looms over you and says, "Well, did you find the best course?" And you turn around, and there's this construct that you've been fighting, standing there. And you look up at him, and you affirm, "Yes, Helm, you have found the best course possible." And you give him instructions, and he nods and moves back towards the helm of the ship, where he gets his namesake from. He is helmsman, and he kind of just sits down, and he puts his hands on this large sphere and starts rolling it forward, and the ship starts rolling forward in the direction that you said. So you have recovered a piece of your memory, a piece of your heart, as it were, and that changes the effect that happens when this effect is rolled for your thing, and you can also use it once per day, and I will tell you what that is in just a moment here.
Nice.
Awesome.
Now, was that the same voice from Vision 3? The deep voice,
Yes.
intelligent voice?
That was the
Feminine
deep voice.
Okay. Papa, can you hear me?
Sorry, I killed.
Bible.
Papa.
Crazy eyes. Well, waste a secret weapon.
You know that he's not dead. He's stabilized. He's just unconscious.
Okay.
All right. So each piece technically has a specific name for you. So when they're not in you, it's kind of a negative emotion. So this is taking place of the inconceivable despair that you used to have. It is now the unwavering hope. So whenever you roll a 6 on your explosion, and once per day, when you use your temporary hit points as a bonus action, you can extend that to every creature that you choose within 20 feet of you.
Oh, nice.
So whenever that occurs, it's going to give everybody within 20 feet of you 20, or not 20 hit points, but the same 1d8 or whatever temp hit points. And then you, 6. And then once per day, when you use it as a bonus action, you'll be able to.
So
I'll get you
anyone
the
in.
full,
Okay. Cool.
I'll get to the full thing later. Just know that that is now the unwavering hope.
Awesome.
Very cool. It's very strong.
Nice.
Okay. But yeah, so there's a lot of questions that I'm sure everybody has. We'll probably have to pick them up next time because it's been long enough. So what the heck is somebody with a piece of bolt doing here? Who is this helm, really? Maybe we'll find out next time. Who is this changeling guy? Who is that mysterious woman? There's so many characters that we don't know anything about.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Exactly. But we'll find out the answer to those questions and hopefully some more on our next episode. Thanks everybody for watching, and we hope you have a wonderful night.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Is there anything valuable in this tent that we can loot?
Like experience points?
Guys, I found a whole crate full of
If I
experience.
break all the barrels, Link
Cory?
style, can I
I would like to kill all the rats and cockroaches in the vicinity.
We'll just keep killing Darian and resummoning him and then killing him and resummoning him. Endless XP. I broke the game.
Oh no.
I told you we need to sell him for lots of money
poof him
and
back.
then poof it back later after we leave the town.
That's so chaotic evil. Well, actually, just neutral.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll a quick board here for the tent, because it is technically a tent. If you guys are okay to hang around for just a moment more.
Loot, yes.
For loot.
It's one of those tents that's bigger on the inside.
Yeah, I could tell. Because at first he was like, he rips the tent off, and then it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like 100 by 100.
I assume like the tent's like this big, and then this is just our area full of stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's not a run spot.
Preston, can you hand me the ring? Yep. The ring.
I didn't even use a spell.
And me a ring. Thank you.
Use hex, didn't you?
So somebody want to write these down?
Yeah,
Use
I
hex
got
ones
it.
first.
700 copper pieces, 4,000 silver pieces, 2,000 gold pieces.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, apparently these guys were really well off according
And
to the roll
full
I did.
rights
Well,
to a new
the secret
company
ingredient
we
is
acquired.
crime.
Yeah.
We're now a shipping company. Congratulations.
We're the Wayward Watch,
60
Perkipsky
platinum
Shipping Co.
pieces.
Okay.
And then we've got, let's see.
Wayward Shipping. It just sounds like you're never going to get your package.
It's like FedEx.
How about watchful shipping?
That's a way better.
Yeah.
10.
Every time you
50
ship,
gold
you have a
piece
little
gems.
scrying orb. You can see where it's at.
10, 50
There you
piece
go.
gems.
Yep.
Sorry, 10, 50 gold.
10, 50 gold piece gems.
Nice.
You find the crystal that silence crystal that I'll go ahead and tell you what that does as soon as I come up with the full thing. And then we roll 2 more times.
Silence
on
crystal.
magic.
Oh, the cone of silence or whatever, right?
Silence, yeah.
I
Cone
will
of shame.
do some maths and send out the gold later.
You
Just
also
reminds me of
find
Get Smart when they put the
a.
little silence thing
Cone
on.
of, yeah.
Do you
Cone
also
silence.
find a long
watched that.
staff that has the image like the head of a snake on it? We'll say it's in gold because why not? That's fun. And then we also find. Oh my, guys!
Ooh.
Rod of
Ooh.
Lordly Might.
You found the experience points.
Right,
I am
almost
so
The
excited.
immovable rod.
You find a ring on the halfling's body as well.
I break his finger.
So that
We're gonna
is
steal his
so-
boots too.
I'll go ahead and tell you those ones right now. That's a staff of the python,
Oh, very cool. Sounds cool.
and then the ring is a ring of mind shielding,
Ooh.
which makes sense to find on this businessman.
Unless it's worth 5,000 XP, I don't think it will do much for it.